100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2, and on WMVO's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Knox County Veteran Service Office's Friday Night Lights is brought to you in part by Green Automotive Repair, Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center, UIS Insurance and Investments, Pizza Cottage, Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Utica Feed and Hardware, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Alumni Roofing, Buckeye Stoves, Prescription Turf Care, Danbury Senior Living, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, Marengo Hardware, Avita Health Systems, Citywide Solutions, Ariel Corporation, Conway's Danville Pharmacy, Velvet Ice Cream, Spearman Financial Services, and Knox County Veteran Services. The Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center pre- and post-game will start and wrap up tonight's game, so let's kick it off and go to the booth with Curtis Newland and Will Hartley.
And welcome, everyone, to high school football week number 5, if you can believe that. The Starting Point at Mount Vernon pregame show on WMVO Sports. And Mount Gilead and Fredericktown tonight. 2 of the unbeaten teams, both 4-0 and 1-0 in the K-MAC. Mount Gilead coming off of a win over Danville last week. Fredericktown beat Cardington handily as the game we were at. The matchup features the conference's top runner, Mount Gilead's Carson Barnum, just under 800 yards on the season so far, and the tough defense of the Freddies with Gavin Toombs leading the league with 6 sacks. It makes sense there are many league leaders on these 2 teams. Coach Will Hartley beside me here. Coach, talk about that for a second.
Yeah, early on in the league, we got a lot of talent on the field tonight. As you mentioned, Barnum, running back from Mount Gilead, is having a great year so far, 6.4 yard average. He's got 5 touchdowns, as you said, close to 750 or 800 yards. For the Freddies, you got Blake Sipes, dual threat quarterback. Tonight, one of their key players, Brody Davis, is going to be out. So we'll see who will step up for Brody. I would say that Kirk Parker, who's had some big games late in quarters running the football, maybe he'll play a bigger role for the Freddies.
Both of these 2 teams faced tough conference openers last week. Mount Gilead beats Danville in a pretty close one, 26-22. Fredericktown, as we said, knocked down Cardington Lincoln 21-0 with a shutout there. Both teams know how to win big games already. What are the keys of the game specifically for the Freddies and the Indians on both sides of the ball?
Well, similar to last week, you got 2 teams that really like to run the football. I give a little bit of the edge to the Freddies in the passing game. If there's a big passing play in the game, or a team needs a big passing play, I give the Freddies the edge on that. But overall, very even. If you look at them on paper, very even teams, and what they want to do is very similar.
Coach, I'm going to throw another one in here before we go to break. Looking at this season in 2025 compared to the last, 3, 4, 5, 10, a lot of teams running the spread offense. The K-MAC, I mean, we've run into team after team after team that's doing a lot of running of the football.
Yeah, what's old is new again. Football is a very secular sport. And, you're seeing teams really pack it in, going back to these more traditional sets, whether it be wing T or kind of the high that Mount Gilead is running. Also, they're going to get in the full house T formation. Or what Coach Spitler's running with his hybrid wing T. So, teams are packing it in, going back to old school football.
It's the Starting Point at Mount Vernon pregame show on WMVO. I'm Curtis Newland along with Will Hartley. Coach Reed and Coach Spitler coming up next with Tyler on the heart of Knox County. WMVO, the Starting Point of Knox County pregame show.
This is Jess Kirby from
Hey, football fans, as we cheer on our teams this season, let's talk about a crucial support team right here in Mount Vernon.
At Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center, we're here to support you through every decision, just like a coach guides you through the big game.
Whether it's about pregnancy testing or exploring your options, Starting Point is all about giving you the information and support you need.
Just like every play counts on the field, every choice you make for your life matters.
For more information, visit knoxstartingpoint.com.
Knox Starting Point, you have more choices than you think.
Early to start shopping for Halloween at Licking Knox Goodwill retail stores?
No, Master. You know how fast Frankenstein runs out of costumes.
Then I need to fly, and Igor, you need to hobble to Licking Knox Goodwill retail stores. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all clothing with colorful tags is 50% off.
And at Goodwill, the prices are so low, it's spooky.
Some exclusions may apply. See Licking Knox Goodwill retail stores for details.
Attention skilled machinists. Do you have experience with multi-axis CNC machine tools? Ariel Corporation is looking for talented individuals like you to join our team. We offer great pay, excellent benefits, unmatched retirement savings programs, and work in safe, clean, climate-controlled facilities with top-tier equipment. With locations in Heath and Mount Vernon, we offer stability and growth. Ready to take your career to the next level? Apply now at arielcorp.com. That's ARIEL Corp.com. Welcome to Danbury Mount Vernon by StoryPoint Group, where we spend every minute of every day providing the best for our residents. We offer living options from villas to independent living, assisted living, and memory care. Our network of communities offers a calendar of enriching activities, fresh chef-prepared meals daily, and a supportive and dedicated team, all of which creates an unmatched experience for seniors and families. If you're looking for an award-winning senior living community that feels like home, then Danbury Senior Living is right for you. Come and discover why life at Danbury Community is so special.
There's something magical about fall at Velvet's Ye Old Mill. Crisp air, changing leaves, and the sweet taste of our delicious ice cream. But don't wait. The season wraps up at the end of October, and so do our scoops. High school athletes, wear your team jersey and score 50% off a single dip scoop in a sugar or cake cone or bowl. Come make one more memory before the season ends. Velvet's Ye Old Mill, where every scoop is a tradition worth savoring.
Green Automotive Repair, where your car gets the royal treatment. This team is on a mission to deliver service so good, even your car will want to shake hands. They offer everything from routine checkups to major overhauls. So whether your car's making a noise that sounds like it's auditioning for a comedy club or just needs a little TLC, roll on down to Green Automotive Repair.
This is Jimmy at Green Automotive Repair, 506 Harcourt Road, Mount Vernon. Good luck to all the student athletes.
You're listening to Friday Night Lights on WMVO, your home for high school football all season long. WMVO. All right, it is a big matchup in the Knox Memorial Athletic Conference, and we're looking forward to bringing you Fredericktown and Mount Gilead. A battle of unbeatens tonight in the Knox Memorial Athletic Conference, both 4-0 and 1-0 in KMAC play. Mike Reed is with us, the head football coach of the Mount Gilead Indians, and we thank him for joining us here. Coach, you go into this season, you now sit at 4-0 for the first time since 2011. When you went into this season, was this a realistic opportunity for you guys that you expected to be 4-0 at this point already?
Well, to be honest, when you look at our schedule, the KMAC, and you're assessing all the people that are coming back on the different teams, you know it's going to be tough. But you also know that it's attainable. You know, as long as you're undefeated, and we all start off the year that way. You know, everybody's excited to start the season. It's just a matter of working hard to get better every day and doing our level best every time out. And you take one game at a time. And a lot of people will say that's coach speak, but it's true.
Yeah.
You just take it one day at a time, one game at a time, and every single game on our schedule is tough. You know, I knew that we had good chemistry. The chemistry through the summer was really good. We had great senior leadership. So I really thought we'd be able to surprise some people. And I think, you know, I think we've done that a little bit. I don't think anybody is going to ever overlook us. I don't think we played pretty competitive the last couple of seasons. We just didn't win all those close games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's something that is, you know, every coach, every team is probably going to say, yeah, we want to win all of our games. And it's one thing to say that, but what are you going to do in order to make that happen? And for us, it's very, very simple. We just got to get better every single day. And I've heard Coach Spitler over at Fredericktown saying the same things in his interviews. We got to be he typically says we got to be a better version of ourselves, and that's so true. That's so true for everybody. We got to get better as coaches. We got to get better as players.
Yeah. Appreciate Mike joining us here. Well, you guys last week played a dandy with Danville Blue Devils. It was a back-and-forth game. You win 26-22. What stood out to you in that win against Danville, a team that went to the state Final Four last year, went to a regional final the year before, a program that's really good?
Well, a lot of respect to Coach Bloom and Danville. Like you just said, year in and year out, I don't know that they ever have a rebuilding year. If it is, to me, at least in my time, and I've been around a while, the Danville years that are down, it means that they've made enough games, won enough games to qualify for the playoffs, but they don't go as deep as they usually do. But a lot of respect for Danville, and they still got some nice weapons over there at Danville, and we knew that would be a tall order. What stood out to me was how my guys came out of the gate with confidence. I like how we started that game. We came out on fire defensively. We came out and moved the ball offensively. Wish we could have converted our extra points. But, much like as Danville's form, they weren't rattled by that either. And they battled back and put us in some pretty tough positions. And they actually took the lead going into the fourth quarter. And I think what stood out to me with this team this year is that at no point did they seem to be panicked. They seem to still have confidence that, hey, we can still get the job done.
Mike Reed with us. We appreciate him joining us here. And this is the first time since 2011 that you're 4-0. And you've done a lot of things on the ground. You've got the leading rusher in the conference, and Carson Barnum. And this could be an hour-long game here, Mike. When you look at it, when you're playing Fredericktown and what you guys like to do, both teams stout up front. They're the top two scoring defenses in the KMAC. What do you see with this Fredericktown Freddy's team, and what do you want to see from your team?
With Fredericktown, yeah. First of all, if you're ordering a pizza for after the game, you might want to have it ready for 8:15 or 8:30. But Coach Spitler will probably tell you the same thing. When you're playing a Fredericktown team, historically, I was a defensive coach at Highland for a long, long time, and historically, the Fredericktown battles were always tough. They were always well coached, and with some great talented kids that were really committed. And with Coach Spitler coming over, obviously it's not going to change. I mean, he's had his track record speaks for itself. So when I look at them on film, they're really disciplined. They do what they do extremely well. They get off the ball well. And I expect a tough physical ball game Friday night out of both teams. And so the key for us is, like we just kind of joked about, but it's really not a joke. Possessions are going to be limited. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the key is we have to finish. Mm-hmm. We have to finish our drives. And we got to make sure we don't do things that stop ourselves when we're on offense. So we got to establish up front. We got to celebrate even sometimes a small gain. We do need to be able to throw the football as well. So we've been really working on that aspect all season, actually. But obviously we're a wing T team, and that's not the number one thing we do. But defensively, we got to win the battle up front. And I imagine Fredericktown saying the same thing, but we got to win the battle up front. If we have any prayer, they got so many weapons offensively. They got some really nice skilled kids. Sipes and Davis are just the start of that. They're just tremendous athletes that have played against us before, and the Toombs kid's a nice athlete. They got a lot of great weapons on their offense. So if we want to have any prayer of getting that shut down, we got to take space away up front. And then play disciplined defense on top of that. Play assignment football. Don't try to do any more than what your job actually is. So as Belichick used to say in New England all the time, just do your job. Yeah. Do your job, and don't try to do everybody else's job. But it's going to be. Hopefully, it's a great environment. I think it will be over here at Gilead Friday night. We got great facilities, and Fredericktown travels extremely well. So they bring excitement with them, and looking for a tough physical matchup.
Well, we appreciate you joining us here, Mike, and best of luck to you and the Indians, and we'll chat with you after the ball game, okay?
All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Your family, the car that you bought when you were 18, the house you turned into a home. UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it most. As an independent insurance agency, UIS Insurance and Investments is able to design a custom policy that's unique to you and assures that all things you love are safe and sound. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Avita Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to care for area athletes. Fellowship trained in complex knee and shoulder surgery, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kyle Randall and sports medicine physician Dr. Jeremy Ream provide comprehensive sports medicine and orthopedic care for athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who wants to get back on their feet, from strains and sprains to ACL and shoulder reconstruction. Avita has the experts you need. Call 419-709-8645.
Finally, I made the decision to retire at the end of the year.
That's great. Unfortunately, I'm not in the position to make the move.
I'm sure you've been planning on retirement and working with an advisor who meets with you regularly. If you're uncertain, they'll be able to calculate and at least give you an idea on a retirement date.
Well, that's the problem. My advisor changes all the time, and they are not local, and it's difficult to find a time to meet.
Have you ever thought about calling Spearman Financial Services? They're local, reliable, and embark on 30 years of servicing individuals and families with their financial needs.
Well, I have heard their commercials, and they do provide no-cost financial consultations. I will give them a call and get my retirement plan back on track.
Spearman Financial Services, financial plans that last a lifetime.
Securities offered through Valmark Securities Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Valmark Advisors Incorporated, SEC registered investment advisor. Spearman Financial Services is a separate entity from Valmark Securities Incorporated and Valmark Advisors Incorporated. Past performances cannot guarantee future results. One cannot invest directly in an index.
Faster than a cold shower, stronger than rusty pipes, able to save families in a single call. It's Mr. Water Heater Guy, your plumbing superhero. Brand new water heaters installed with a tank for just $11.99. Or go tankless with the Renai system for only $34.99. And general plumbing just $225. Parts and labor out the door. Incredible pricing, incredible service. Call 740-324-9912. Mr. Water Heater Guy. Up, and hot water heater problems away!
Welcome to Danbury Mount Vernon by StoryPoint Group, where we spend every minute of every day providing the best for our residents. We offer living options from villas to independent living, assisted living, and memory care. Our network of communities offers a calendar of enriching activities, fresh chef-prepared meals daily, and a supportive and dedicated team, all of which creates an unmatched experience for seniors and families. If you're looking for an award-winning senior living community that feels like home, then Danbury Senior Living is right for you. Come and discover why life at Danbury Community is so special.
Howard Hilton Grill, just east of Apple Valley on Coshocton Road, has a casual, cozy atmosphere, offering comfort food and good times. Open daily from 10 in the morning to 1 a.m., now adding Sunday morning breakfast at 8 a.m. The Howard Hilton also recently added on an outdoor tiki bar seating patio option with big screen TV. Stop by and enjoy great tastes like the Hilton Burger or enjoy Taco Tuesdays at the Howard Hilton in Howard. That's the Howard Hilton, 740-599-2337.
You're listening to Friday Night Lights on WMVO, your home for high school football all season long. WMVO. All
right, Scott Spitler is with us, head coach of the Fredericktown Freddies, who, like Mount Gilead, and we talked with Mike Reed recently as well, both 4-0 and 1-0 in the KMAC, and they face off tonight, Mount Gilead. Well, before we talk about that, this is kind of a stretch for you where you're on the road a little bit, and you took care of business last week against Cardington Lincoln, 21-0. What stood out to you with that big win? You had a couple of nice plays from Brody Davis once again, and the defense was good. Tell us about that game against Cardington Lincoln.
Well, just the job that our defense did. I mean, the Cardington offense is just a tough attack to maintain and control, especially with the player of the year and Wyatt Denny at running back. I mean, he's just a special athlete. And I thought you're not going to stop him, but I thought we did a nice job of controlling what they did and definitely keeping them out of the end zone. And then that allowed our offense, who didn't do a good job of starting the game off strong, fell in on our first drive to convert a 4th and goal at the 1. Our defense just kept us in the game, allowing us to get our act together offensively and finally get some points on the board.
You talk about the top two defenses in the KMAC facing off. Freddies and the Indians are 1 and 2 in scoring defense. And the one thing about the Indians, they're really dominant up front. How will that play into maybe how you guys decide to go about tonight?
The biggest thing for us is I think we've got to start really strong. I think if we can get out of the gate offensively and get them to where they're playing behind, that's something that they haven't been used to, because what they do a great job of is controlling the pace of the game, get a lead on you, and then eat clock and keep the ball away from you. And then defensively, they're very strong. And it starts in the trenches. They're really good up front in the trenches on both sides of the ball. So the line of scrimmage is going to be huge for whoever gets the opportunity to win the game.
Does it feel kind of like the Cardington game in a sense that both teams want to control the run and control the clock, and maybe that mistake will be something that can be a turning point in the game?
I think the difference between Mount Gilead and Cardington is the guys up front. I really am impressed with, number one, the size, but number two, the way they get off the ball on both sides of the ball in the trenches. Their offensive, defensive line are very well coached. You can see that on film. They play with a nasty streak and do a great job of it. And then when you've got a fullback like Barnum coming downhill on you behind those guys on the trenches, it's going to be a difficult task for us.
You've hit the halfway point at the conclusion of tonight's game. What do you like about your team right now, Coach, and what do you say, hey, especially going into this matchup, you guys need to clean up?
I wish we wouldn't get hit by the injury bug every week. It seems like we've lost a starter every game so far this season. And so we've been, a mash unit at times, putting Band-Aids on this hole or that hole. And so it really, and everybody deals with this throughout the season. So it's not unique to us, but it just seems like right now that we're battling the injury bug, and we got to have our next guy up mentality really come through for us.
Coach Scott Spitler and Fredericktown Freddy's taking on Mount Gilead. Anything else that you guys need to do to make sure you secure the win and go to 5-0?
We got to definitely be on the right side of the turnover battle. So that'll be huge in a game that where both teams want to control the line of scrimmage and establish the run game, and so you can't give each team extra possessions. So we've got to win that battle.
All right, Scott Spitler, head football coach, Fredericktown Freddy's. Freddy's and Indians coming up here on WMVO.
UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it the most. They're a full-service, independent insurance agency with a hometown attitude dedicated to providing the best coverage and service possible. UIS Insurance and Investments supports area schools and communities with local offices in Northwest and Central Ohio and Southeast Michigan. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. That's uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
From homes to high-rises, Citywide Solutions, Sterling Protective Services has you covered. We design custom security systems for your unique property, install HD video surveillance with remote viewing, and provide gate automation, smart keypads, card readers, and mobile access for total control. Plus, our fire alarm systems deliver fast, reliable detection when seconds count. Your security, smarter, safer, stronger. Call Citywide Solutions, Sterling Protective Services today for 24/7 peace of mind.
Looking to take your career to the next level? With Mount Vernon Nazarene University, you can earn your degree entirely online, anywhere, anytime. Our bachelor's and master's programs are designed to help you balance your education with work, family, and other priorities. Here at MVNU Online, we craft our faith-based programs specifically for your success. Learn more at mvnu.edu or call us today at 1-800-839-2355. Mount Vernon Nazarene University.
So I got this neighbor, Dave. He was kind of curious about my lawn. Grumbled that he bought a patch fix for his yard. Well, it didn't fix the patch. I tried to tell him, call Prescription Turf Care. Come aerate and overseed in the fall. You get a nice, thick, healthy yard next year that goes great with that nice, thick, juicy steak right here. Call 740-397-1203 and ask about a free, no-obligation estimate. And remember, if you want a healthy lawn and all the weeds gone, you call Prescription Turf Care.
Call Prescription Turf Care.
You're listening to Friday Night Lights on WMVO, your home for high school football all season long. WMVO.
And Friday Night Lights brought to you by Knox County Veteran Services, our Friday Night Lights title sponsor. Thanks so much to them. Also, starting point of Knox County pregame show here tonight. Other games that are happening throughout the area for the KMAC, Loudonville at Centerburg. Northmore is at Danville. That's going to be a big matchup tonight. Cardington-Lincoln is at East Knox. Cardington-Lincoln, of course, coming up from a tough loss against Fredericktown last week. They'll be hungry to get a victory. East Knox will be battling them. And, of course, this one, Fredericktown at Mount Gilead here on WMVO Sports. We also have the Northmore and Danville game on our YouTube page for WMVO. Coach, take a look at these two teams. Week number 5 here as we get set. The energy is here. Boy, the KMAC. The trenches, we've seen a lot of really good football up front in the trenches, and I think tonight is going to be maybe the best example yet of the season for us.
Yeah, as Coach Spitler said in his interview, the guys up front for
Mount Gilead, both on offense and defense. They're big, they're experienced. On the offensive line, they got 4 seniors up there. Good-sized group. They really fire off the ball, so it's going to be fun to watch that group tonight.
You know, as Coach Reed mentioned injuries, he's losing a starter every week so far and battling that injury bug, as a lot of people do, some worse than others. That's pretty bad if you ask me, but also Fredericktown having the same sort of thing happening.
Yeah, the Freddies have been banged up on the offensive line. Still got some key pieces out there. And then the big loss tonight, of course, is Brody Davis, two-way starter. Brody's been making really big plays, not just in the passing game, but also in the running game. We've seen him really break. The 2 times we've seen Fredericktown this year against Highland and Cardington, we've seen him really break the game wide open. And he's a great defensive player also coming out of his safety spot. So those are going to be big shoes that somebody's going to have to fill.
Beautiful night tonight here in Mount Gilead. We're at the high school. Beautiful field on play. I said to Jack, the AD here, I said when we came in, man, it looks really great. You guys have done so much over the last couple of years. I said your turf looks, your field turf looks great and whatever. And I'm thinking it's, fake field. And he's like, no, it's the real deal. It's short grass from South Carolina. But, boy, doesn't it look nice there tonight.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And you said it. It's Bermuda grass from South Carolina, and that's what it looks like. It looks like one of those beautiful ACC or SEC fields. It's just immaculate.
I just want to see the palm trees somewhere,
Right. We could have them tonight.
Hey, let's do it.
Yeah.
Curtis Dillon with you here on the call, along with Will Hartley next to me on WMVO Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Griffin Insurance, by Howard Hilton, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Pizza Cottage, Alumni Roofing, Licking Knox Goodwill Stores, Danbury Senior Living, Buckeye Stoves, Mr. Water Heater Guy, Utica Feed and Hardware, by Velvet Ice Cream, Country Court Skilled Nursing, the Living Center Senior Living Apartment Community, Prescription Turf Care, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, Avita Health Systems, Greens Automotive Repair, our scoreboard sponsor tonight, Citywide Solutions, Ariel Corporation, and Conway's Danville Pharmacy. I think we could use some Velvet Ice Cream here in the booth tonight. That'd be all right, right?
I think it's a little more muggy than it's been the last couple of nights. It's
yes.
Another beautiful night.
It's supposed to get cooler, not hotter, as the season goes along. But, hey, we're thankful it's not snow and rain yet, right?
Exactly. That'll be here before you know it.
It will be. So just about set for action here on WMVO Sports. Our producer tonight, Gary Cooper with 2 R's, Delaney Kerstetter on the camera, and we invite you to join us throughout the game. And we'll try to keep you posted on some of the other games as well through the evening on WMVO. And here come the Freddies out onto the football field. Youth night here tonight. I think we were invaded by cheerleaders, right? That was about 100 cheerleaders out there or so?
A swarm of them. A swarm of them.
Anybody know? Coach Reed's wife is with us here tonight beside us. Do you know about how many cheerleaders there are tonight being represented? No idea? I'm saying about 100 or so. Anyway, a lot of cheerleaders, and that's great to see, and other participants and other things that are going on here at Mount Gilead High School. We've got the water tower in the background, the sun to our back, and the trees are starting to change. We went camping this week, my family and I, and we noticed that the trees are starting to change. It's just a gorgeous night.
First hints of fall.
Indeed it is. So kind of marking the end of summer with this football game. The 19th, couple of days left of summer officially, as the Freddies will be back to return it to get things started off tonight. Caden Gibson is back there. Brody Davis usually is back there as well, but it's going to be Jonathan Ashcraft, I believe.
Johnny Ashcraft, yep, he's filling in.
So Ashcraft and Gibson back to return it. And to kick it off for Mount Gilead will be, I want to say it's number 53, and I don't see him on our roster, do I? We'll see if we can figure that out. Nonetheless, Caden St. Clair will kick it away. Ball is set. Officials getting set here. And we're about ready to start week number 5. We've said it many times before. It goes so fast. It seems like it's week 1, then all of a sudden you're 3, and then here we are with 5. And 2 unbeatens, 4-0 on the season. First regular conference game last week. They're both 1-0 from that. And we're going to see who comes out on top here tonight as the kickoff down the field bounces around up to the 25 and return Gibson to the 35, straight up the field to about the 40. That's great field position for the Freddies.
Nice return by Gibson. As you say, sets the Freddies up 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Tonight's game brought to you by Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, and Mount Vernon Nazarene University. And the Freddies running the wing T offense this year. And kind of a big change from last year, and they've taken to it nicely.
Yeah, they've been doing a really nice job. One of the things Coach Spitler talked about this week is is trying to get off to a really fast start, get up early, and make Mount Gilead fight from behind. So we'll see what they do here in their first series.
Blake Sipes, 352 yards passing and 461 rushing as the quarterback takes the snap, rolls out left, naked bootleg, crowd in the 40-yard line up to the 45, now out of bounds around the 50. Everybody went right, he went left.
First down.
And that'll move the chains. We had an official take a roll down here, and he's up and okay. Not supposed to do that on the first play.
No. Freddie's come out and just run a naked bootleg. The play action all goes to the right. Sipes slips out to the left. First down.
1st and 10, Freddie's great field position to start the drive. This will be their second play of the drive, 1st and 10. Ball near the left hash mark. Scoreless on the Greens Automotive Repair scoreboard. Clock at 11:48. Just 12 seconds off the board so far in this game. Here's the snap. Sipes out to the right side, looking throw down the field, is getting attacked, and he's going to throw it. It's tipped in the air, nearly picked off by Lane Reiser.
Good play by Reiser. Fredericktown rolls Sipes out. They're running a flood concept there, tried to hit Toombs on the intermediate route. Underneath coverage did a nice job.
Reiser, the 6-foot, 175-pound senior. He has 3 sacks on the season at his linebacker position.
Yeah, the number of tackles for loss and sacks that the Mount Gilead defensive unit has is pretty impressive.
It is, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. 2nd and 10 now. Ball at the left hash mark. One receiver wide to the right, one to the left side. In the shotgun, Sipes. 4 men down for the defense. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff. Sipes behind his blocker, out to the right side, curls back, now forward, up to the 45, 40-yard line. Horse race to the 25. He's going to go. No, he gets tripped up at about the 12-yard line, and that was a great run by Sipes.
Great run, just acceleration to the edge. Got the edge, got down the sideline. Another first down, deep inside Mount Gilead territory.
Didn't expect that kind of yardage in the first drive this early in the game. Thought they'd feel each other out a little bit, but, man, the Freddies are on the attack. 1st down and 10 from the 11-yard line, deep into Indian territory. Scoreless on your Greens Automotive Repair scoreboard.
Sipes is just so explosive when he gets to the edge. Saw it there.
They look to the sideline for the play.
You're going to be tight on the play clock here.
1 second. They're not going to get it off. They get a timeout in time? Barely. And the Freddies will talk it over. We'll take a break. Back in a moment on WMVO.
Home has never meant more. It's not just a place, it's where life happens. Protect yours from the inside out with a home insurance policy from Frankenmuth Insurance. Are you ready to get frank about your insurance needs? Start a conversation with the experts at UIS Insurance and Investments and see if a homeowner's policy from Frankenmuth Insurance is right for you. Get started at UISprotect.com. That's UISprotect.com. Trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
And back here at Mount Gilead on WMVO Sports 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2. WQIO HD2 Mount Vernon. So ball at the right hash mark from the 11-yard line. Here come the Freddies. Had to take a timeout as they ran the play clock off. Shotgun. Sipes the quarterback. Here's the snap. To the right side, quick run up the tackle behind blockers, and he's going to pick up 2. Well, not even, maybe about a yard here.
Yeah, a little better job by Mount Gilead. I think Barnum closed that play down, minimal gain.
So it'll be 2nd and 9 here for the Fredericktown Freddies. 10:40 here remaining in the first quarter. Scoreless on the Greens Automotive Repair scoreboard. Play clock down to 15 seconds. Freddies are set. Defense is set. Here's the snap. Sipes rolls out left. He's under pressure right away, and he's going to go down on a sack. And that's a big one by Lane Reiser. That's his 4th sack of the season.
Oh, we got a flag, too.
What do you think the flag's about?
Not sure. Have no idea.
So they'll have to sort it out. We mentioned tackles for loss. We mentioned sacks by this Indian squad. They have the positions of 1 tackle for loss, 13 Cody Mimer, and they've got 3 others tied for 2nd in the KMAC. with 9 tackles.
That was a good call by the Mount Gilead defense. They just brought Reiser right off the edge, and he met Blake on that bootleg. Sipes turns around, and the defender's right in his face. Big sack. Still not quite sure what the penalty was, but that was against the Freddies as well, I believe.
So it'll be 3rd down and 24 now for the Fredericktown Freddies. Mount Gilead needed that break there as the Freddies got a couple of quick big runs down the field. One left, one to the right side split. Shotgun with a running back to his hip. Here's under pressure on the screen, throws it right in the hands. It's intercepted up to the 40, down to the 50-yard line. Thrown directly in the hands of 79 Gage Shipman, 6 foot, 250 pounds.
Freddy's tried to set up the screen to Toombs, I believe. Mount Gilead sniffs it out. Big early play.
They were coming fast, weren't they, Coach? I mean, he did not have a chance. Was that a breakdown of the Fredericktown line, or was that just Mount Gilead overperforming?
I think the Mount Gilead defense did a really nice job. As you said, the rush was coming in, but then they sniffed out the screen, and those linemen settled down right there, and they just got the pick.
So 1st and 10 for the Indians. They flipped the tables here on the Freddies, who were deep in the Indians' territory. Now midline, 50. One to the right side, one's in a shift to the right side. Here's a snap, handoff right up the middle. And it's going to be a quick pickup of 4 or 5 yards by Barnum, and that's a pretty good first run right there.
Probably going to see a lot of that tonight. Just running the dive, fullback dive with Barnum.
Carson Barnum has 758 yards rushing, 6.4 yards per carry, and 5 touchdowns on the season. Number 1 for yardage in the conference.
Yeah, he's this thick kid, 6'1", 225, solid running back.
Number 32, one to the right side, wide. Here's the snap. Handoff this time. It's going to be Hayden Summerlot to the left, and he's going to pick up enough yards for a down, about 3 or 4. So it'll be 3rd down and short. So the Indians in a pretty good position here at the Fredericktown 42.
Yeah, this is exactly what Coach Reed wants to do. Just get these drives and get in these 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 situations where should be pretty comfortable converting these downs.
So 3rd down and 2. Under center. Single back. Here's the snap. Handoff left side. Barnum, and he pushes through. He should get the first down. I think they're going to move the chains on that one. Got pushed back at the end of the play, but I believe he gets progression, and he does. So across the 40. That's where the Indians will get their 1st and 10. This is going to be a battle, I'll tell you. Good game here tonight on WMBO Sports. Scoreless, 8:36 to go, first quarter on the Green Automotive Repair scoreboard, all part of the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights on WMBO Sports. I'm Curtis Newland along with Will Hartley on a beautiful Friday night as the sun starts to go down. The Indians back to the line of scrimmage. A couple of receivers left. Here's the snap. Handoff. Barnes again, left side. Big hole, 8 yards, 10 yards. Is it a first? It looks awful close. 2nd down and short.
Just the fullback. Sorry. Just the fullback again.
So 2nd down and 1 for the Indians. Boy, we saw the Freddies play a stand-up defensive game last week. But these two are colliding here tonight, week 5.
It's kind of strength against strength. You got this big offensive line for Mount Gilead against the stingy Freddie D.
Fun to watch. Play clock down to 6 seconds. They come to the line of scrimmage. They need to get this one off a quick 2 seconds. Here's the snap. Handoff. Barnum left side. Tackle. Carries defenders with him, and he's going to pick up another 6. Boy, he gets that 225 moving, and his legs don't stop churning. He's hard to stop, no question about it.
He's got good pad level. As you say, keeps his legs moving.
1st and 10, ball, left hash mark for the Indians. Deep into the Freddie territory at the 25-yard line. 7:11 to go, first quarter on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights on WMVO 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2, and on Facebook and YouTube. One wide right. Here's the snap to Barnum. Left side guard tackle. He gets stood up at the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a couple on the progression. It'll be 2nd and long.
Better job closing that down by Fredericktown. Mount Gilead tried to run that ice or lead play. Freddie's did a really nice job there. I think that might have been Noah Shannon, sophomore defensive lineman on the play.
I'll tell you what, that Freddie defensive line, like you said, they're pretty big, and they were able to stand Barnum up that time after squaring up.
Yeah, if you think back to last week, Wyatt Denny had a lot of success between the 20s, but inside the 20s, the Freddies were able to shut them down.
Summerlot split right eye formation. Looked like somebody jumped. Ball is loose. It's a fumble, and it's between a Freddie and an Indian at about the about the 15-yard line.
Well,
so that'll be a first down recovered by the Indians.
Yeah. That ball just squirted like 9 yards down the field.
That was pretty crazy.
The first Freddie around it was the safety. That's how far it went down. Must have got kicked, fumbled and then kicked. Works out for Mount Gilead.
Looked like a jump to me. No call, and the Indians able to recover. Yes, they
Dodged
did.
The bullet there.
So it'll be first down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Summerlot out to the right side, split I formation, everybody tight. Here's the snap. Barnum right side, carry, and he's going to pick up a couple of yards. Freddies keep piling on top. Call it about 4 yards. Yeah. Well, he's just an ox, isn't he? And I mean that in a good way.
You know, you watch him on film, and he just looks like one of those backs that gets stronger as the night goes on, so we'll see. He's definitely going to be the bell cow, that's for sure.
Into the red zone, 5:24 to go here in quarter number 1. Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard. Wind to the back of the Indians right now. Summerlot splits out to the left side. Barnum will go to the end of the line.
Different formation here.
Yep. He'll step back under center of the quarterback. Here's the snap.
Jet sweep.
Hands off, left side, turns upfield at the end. He's going to get the first down inside the 5-yard line. And Tyler Har will get the carry. I think that's his first one of the game. 208 yards on the season. He does average 7.4 yards a carry.
Yeah, again, if you watch the film on Mount Gilead, he's a really good complement to the bigger Barnum. More of a slasher speed guy.
First and goal inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Back split. Here's the snap. Handoff. Barnum again. Left side. Pushes into the end zone. Touchdown. Boy, he is amazing. Carson Barnum. It's no circus. Man, he's good. 6'1", 225 pounds. And he just barrels through the line. And that's not an easy line to barrel through.
No, the Freddies have been really stingy this year. Mount Gilead opportunistic on defense. They get the turnover, and then the offense turns it into points.
So, looks like they're going to go for 2 here after the touchdown. Left is Summerlot. 2 split backs. Here's a snap. Barnum again, and he's going to punch it in. Is he in? No. Just shy. So 2-point conversion, no good. 6-0 on your Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard. The Indians strike first. We'll be back in a moment on WMVO.
Country Court Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center lets you experience the heart of caring with skilled nursing and therapy for after surgery. We also provide outpatient therapy for those able to return home. Give us a call at 740-397-4125. Visit us at 1076 Coshocton Avenue, countrycourt.com, and find us on social media. Country Court is a Levering Management skilled nursing center.
Utica Feed and Hardware offers a wide range of services to our clients. With a grain elevator, you'll be loaded up and off on your way in no time. We have formulated feed mixes for livestock as well. If you're in need of plumbing, electrical, paints, lawn and garden supplies, we have you covered. Located in Utica at 138 Church Street, 740-892-3831. Utica Feed and Hardware, 740-892-3831.
And welcome back here, Mount Gilead High School on WMVO Sports. And the Indians on the board first with an impressive run and drive by the Indians. And Barnum really doing a lot of work there, getting it in for the score. Unable to get the 2-point conversion, 6-0. Here on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be low. It's going to bounce at the 35. Hits a Freddie player. Picked up about
Toombs.
the 30-yard line. Toombs trying to get some yardage there. He was not expecting to get that ball, but the Freddies will have it nonetheless just outside the 30-yard line.
Well, both teams now had an opportunity to settle into the game. We'll see how the Freddies can respond here on their second possession.
Tonight's game brought to you by Spearman Financial Services, by Pizza Cottage, Alumni Roofing, Licking Knox Goodwill, Danbury Senior Living, Buckeye Stoves, and Mr. Water Heater Guy. 1st and 10 now. A ball at the right hash mark for the Freddies. Their second drive of the night. Led by quarterback Sipes. Blake Sipes, a 180-pound senior, 6'2". Wing T offense. Underneath, handoff, and straight ahead. Running through and rumbling for maybe a first down. And that was Reese Hannon. Boy, it looked like he was stopped there at the line of scrimmage, and then the pile just kept moving. People started coming off of it, and he ends up with the first down.
Just that fullback wedge. The 3 times that we've seen Fredericktown this year, that play never fails them.
1st and 10, ball at the right hash mark for the Freddies.
It's the simplest of plays, but I think they're probably averaging about 8 yards a rush on that play.
Everybody down and in tight on the wing tee. Here's the snap, pitch, right side, and going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 yards here with Kirk Parker.
Yeah, I probably expect to see Kirk fill in more on offense tonight. Again, he's been playing a lot late in games, kind of finished. He's been the closer coming out of the backfield. Tonight, I'm sure he'll be called on a little bit more with Davis being out.
2nd down and 7 for the Freddies. Ball at their own 45-yard line. As they get set, wind in their face, gentle. It's a very beautiful evening. 2nd down and 7. Here's the snap, straight ahead. Oh, it's a fake to Toombs on the pass to the 40-yard line. First down. That's a gain of 15. What a nice sell by Sipes.
Yeah, a little pop pass. We talked about old school football in the pregame. Doesn't get much older than that. The old pop pass to the tight end. Nets him a first down.
So 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Ashcraft off to the sideline. New player comes in for him. Caden Gibson split out to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Kirk Parker is one of them, and then Toombs out wide. And the shotgun is going to be Sipes, the quarterback. The snap, fakes the handoff on the jet sweep. Now he's going to carry straight ahead. Bends out to the left side, a gain of 5. Boy, Sipes has really matured over the years. Had a young start, as you remember. When he was a sophomore, did he take over his role of quarterback?
Yeah, 3-year starter. He's got progressively better. That's a play there that he's really comfortable running. Get that jet motion. He just pulls the ball, follows that block on the inside. Nets himself good 5 yards there.
2nd and 5 now for the Freddies. Ball near the left hash mark. Score at 6-0. The Indians lead at 2:10 to go first quarter. Green's on a repair scoreboard. Sipes drops back. Throw left side. Toombs wide open. In his hands. It's caught at the 8. Turns upfield and scores.
Touchdown.
Even Annie. It is for the Indians and Freddies.
35 yards.
On a pass to Toombs, who was wide open, got behind 2 defenders.
Yeah, good play fake by Sipes. The Mount Gilead secondary stopped their feet. Toombs gets in behind them. Touchdown.
So they'll line up for the point after.
Good response by the Freddies.
Isaiah Brake will attempt. Here's the snap, placement. Kick is up. It looks a little short, but it's going to go through. A little lower than normal, a little less power, but it gets through. The job is done. 7-6. The Freddies lead by 1 on the Greens Automotive Repair scoreboard here in the first quarter on WMBO.
At Conway's Danville Health Mart Pharmacy, your community Health Mart pharmacy, the health of you and your family is the heart of our mission. We go above and beyond to offer the friendly and knowledgeable support you deserve. We make managing your health easier with a variety of personalized services. It's what community is all about. In Knox County and Danville, your community Health Mart Pharmacy is Conway's Danville Pharmacy. Experience the difference. Visit Conway's Danville Pharmacy, 14 East Main Street, taking the time to listen and care.
Finally, I made the decision to retire at the end of the year.
That's great. Unfortunately, I'm not in the position to make the move.
I'm sure you've been planning on retirement and working with an advisor who meets with you regularly. If you're uncertain, they'll be able to calculate and at least give you an idea on a retirement date.
Well, that's the problem. My advisor changes all the time, and they are not local, and it's difficult to find a time to meet.
Have you ever thought about calling Spearman Financial Services? They're local, reliable, and embark on 30 years of servicing individuals and families with their financial needs.
Well, I have heard their commercials, and they do provide no-cost financial consultations. I will give them a call and get my retirement plan back on track.
Spearman Financial Services, financial plans that last a lifetime.
Securities offered through Valmark Securities Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Valmark Advisors Incorporated, SEC registered investment advisor. Spearman Financial Services is a separate entity from Valmark Securities Incorporated and Valmark Advisors Incorporated. Past performances cannot guarantee future results. One cannot invest directly in an index.
Short kickoff by the Freddies, and it's going to be picked up and returned short yardage to about the 37-yard line. Great field position here for the Indians to start their second drive of the night.
Talked about in the pregame which team would be able to get an opportunistic play in the passing game if called upon. Mount Gilead is really packing the line of scrimmage with their defense, and the Freddies are able to exploit it here in the first quarter.
Summerlot for the Indians, coached by Mike Reed, will be out to the right side on the split as wide receiver. In the shotgun is the quarterback, Cole Frick. He has 200 yards passing, so you can tell that they do run the ball a lot, but they can pass, and they've been successful at it when they needed to. Here's the snap and the handoff. Barnum right side, big hole all the way through to the 50. That's a 14-yard gainer. Boy, he's explosive.
Yeah, Barnum untouched all the way up to the safety.
First and 10.
Never saw it. The safety made the play there, but Barnum was coming full tilt.
Very quick to get to speed. First and 10. Here come the Indians. Charged and ready to go from the 48-yard line of Fredericktown. Here's the snap. Handoff Barnum right side, and he's going to rumble down for another 4 or 5 yards here.
Just having a lot of success establishing their fullback. They're pulling the front side guard, what we call a G block. Getting good yardage on first down. That's exactly what Coach Reed wants to do with this offense.
Second down and 6 here for the Indians. They trail 7-6, 1:09 to go in the quarter. One receiver to the right, 2 in the split backfield. The snap, handoff Barnum left side, and they're going to get 4 yards on that. There's no guessing who's going to get the football. It's just a matter of stopping them, and that's hard to do.
It is hard to do. I think we got a face mask, probably just a 5-yard face mask.
And obviously the line.
Oh, no, wait. What do we got here? Might have 2 fouls on this play.
They're sorting it out as they do that thanks to our sponsors, Velvet Ice Cream, Utica Feed and Hardware, Prescription Turf Care, and it's going to go against the Freddies.
5-yard face mask.
And that'll be a first down for the Indians at their own 35. Freddies were able to get in and get Frick. Somebody took Frick down as he was handing off to Barnum. And that front line, man, they are big and strong. 285, I want to say, is Mimer, 6'3".
Yeah, they're all over 6 foot.
Under center, one wide right. Here's the snap. Fakes it. Quarterback keeper, left side. Frick picks up 5 yards. Fake to Barnum that time. Goes left. Nice pickup for Frick. I think you're pretty happy if you can get 5 yards out of a carry, right?
You're establishing the fullback, and then there's always that fear, that threat that the quarterback's going to pull it, and there we saw it. So you always got to account for that quarterback. As you say, he's pretty shifty as well.
Boy, Coach Reed has done a great job with this program here at Mount Gilead, hasn't he?
Just steadily building it. This is 5th year. Does a great job with the kids.
And that's the end of the quarter. 2 seconds on the clock. It'll run off. 7-6. The Freddies lead it on the Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard. Back in a moment. Indians ball on WMBO.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veterans Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone. No income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
And back here on WMVO Sports, 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2, streaming on Facebook and YouTube as well. Second down and a long 4 here. Or excuse me, second and 6 for the Indians. 7-6 the score. Indians down by 1 as we start the second quarter. One split left. Here's the snap, handoff Barnum, left side tackle. Beyond it, Kirk Parker will pull him down. But Barnum picks up 3.
Parker and Toombs on the play. Another 3rd and short for the Indians.
So ball at the left hash mark for the Indians. Wearing their purple uniforms on a great night of high school football, week number 5. Brought to you by Knox Public Health, Mobility Management, and Avita Health Systems. One on the flank left, one wide left. That's Summerlot. Here's the snap. Handoff left side. Going to be turned upfield to the 20, to the 10. Still on his feet. Zigzag into the score. Touchdown, Mount Gilead, Tyler Haar. His 3rd touchdown of the season.
28-yard run on the counter.
Boy, that was a nice effort by Haar. And as he got to the end of the play, we was running into traffic, did a nice little zigzag, and got a touchdown out of it.
Made a couple moves. He's coming up a little hobbled here, so we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully he's okay.
So Tyler Haar and Carson Barnum, both touchdowns here tonight so far for the Indians. These two teams are in a battle. And they'll line up for the 2-point conversion. Their first attempt on the first score failed. Triple threat in the backfield now under center, the quarterback Frick. Here's the snap, handoff Barnum left side, and he's going to be in for the 2 points. And that'll make it 14-7. The Indians take the lead on the Green Automotive Repair scoreboard. Back in a moment on WMVO Sports.
This is Lorraine from Buckeye Stoves. Crisp air, hot chocolate, and football. This is what I think about when fall approaches. I also think about wood, pellet, and gas stoves. At Buckeye Stoves, we can take care of you from start to finish. Are you ready for heating season? Call Buckeye Stoves to schedule a chimney sweep or dryer event. Maintenance is the key. Buckeye Stoves, located on State Route 95 in Fredericktown. BuckeyeStoves.com. Buckeye Stoves, the cozy way to save.
Howard Hilton Grill, just east of Apple Valley on Coshocton Road, has a casual, cozy atmosphere, offering comfort food and good times. Open daily from 10 in the morning to 1 a.m., now adding Sunday morning breakfast at 8 a.m. The Howard Hilton also recently added on an outdoor tiki bar seating patio option with big screen TV. Stop by and enjoy great tastes like the Hilton Burger or enjoy Taco Tuesdays at the Howard Hilton in Howard. That's the Howard Hilton, 740-599-2337.
Welcome back here, Mount Gilead High School. It's a fun game to watch. Mount Gilead gets the score 14-7. They lead it. They're going to kick off here. Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights on WMBO. Curtis Newland along with Will Hartley. Gary Cooper, our producer tonight, and Delaney Kerstetter on camera. Here's a little squib kick up the middle. Takes a high bounce up across the 30-yard line. Picked up, and it'll be brought down. And that was Nick McFerrin, I think. He's not one to normally touch the football, but he had it that time.
Both kickers are struggling to get any depth on the ball. It's giving the offense a good field position here early. Wouldn't this be something, as we talked about all this old school football, that, both teams are running the football, but we could be in for a shootout.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, isn't it?
Just up and down the field here.
1st and 10 now for the Freddies. Ball near the left hash mark as they try to answer the Indian score here. Under center, Sipes. Here's the snap, flips it to Kirk Parker. Right side tackle, and he's going to get hit about 3 yards in. Still pushing and driving. It's a tussle back and forth. He might get 5 out of this.
Good second effort. Got him a couple more yards.
How hard is it to get players to do that? Now, these two coaches have made it look easy because their players are still moving. But how hard is that really to get your players to do that?
That's a lot of drills, working on footwork. Also, that's a big thing off season in the weight room. Running, conditioning, squats.
2nd and 5, and there's a jump. That looks like it's on the defense.
I think you're right. Mount Gilead a little impatient there, get drawn off sides.
First down? They get enough? I think they did.
It's going to be really close.
I think they did.
First down.
Yep. Yeah, it was on one side of the line. The marker was on the side that it needed to be a first down, and there you go. So 1st down and 10 for the Freddies. Ball near the left hash mark. 10:34 to go in the first half of play. Freddies trail by 7 with the football. Tonight's game brought to you by Citywide Solutions, Aerial Corporation, and Conway's Danville Pharmacy. Wing T, offense for the Freddies. Everybody's in a group. Here's the snap and the pitch out to Jonathan Ashcraft, left side of the line, turns upfield. He's going to pick 4, maybe 5 or more.
Another good first down carry. Another 5 yards.
So 2nd down, 5's good enough. Woody Hayes, 3 downs and a cloud of dust, right?
Both teams just seem to be having their way offensively.
Second down and 5 here for the Freddies. Ball at the left hash mark. Play clock down to 12 seconds. Everybody down up front. Defense. Is it a blitz? Here's the snap coming right up the middle and a tush push, right? It gets a first down up across the 42-yard line or so.
Reese Hannon again on the carry. Sophomore fullback.
And Reese Hannon, 6'1", 203 pounds.
He's a big kid.
Just a sophomore, too.
Yeah, he works really, really hard in the weight room. He's one of those guys that you got to say, hey, we're shutting out the lights.
Is that a coming full-time fullback in the future?
I would say a lot of potential there.
1st and 10, ball near the left hash mark. Here's the snap, pitch. Johnny Ashcraft left side cuts in, and he's going to get taken down with about a 2-yard pickup. Indians reading that one real well. Clock still running, 8:52 now left in the first half, and it's only 7:30.
See what the Freddies do here. They might go back to the air. 2nd and long.
A team that is certainly capable of doing that. Of course, that great pass to Toombs. A little earlier. 2 right, 1 to the left side. Sipes in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Fakes the sweep. He keeps it. He's going to go right up the middle, and he's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards. They certainly see gaps in the middle. They keep going that way.
Yeah, as we mentioned, both offenses doing really well here during the early going.
So 3rd down and 5 for the Freddies. This is a big down for them as they trail 14-7, under 8 minutes to go first half. Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard. Big 3rd down for the Freddies. 4 men down defensively. Here's the snap. Fakes the pitch. Sipes looks for the little dump. Trying to find somebody open. Passes. It's caught for the first down to Toombs. And Toombs doing a nice job of looking that ball all the way into his hands and then making his move. That'll move the chains. That's a big 3rd down at this point in the game.
Big pass play. I think they were trying to set up screen. Mount Gilead kind of sniffed it out, but Gavin he found that little gap there in the defense. Sipes gets in the ball, another first down.
1st and 10 for the Freddies. Showing a little creativity there. I'm sure as a coach it's a little bit of balance. You like a little bit of that creativity, and then you like everybody to stay on course too, right?
Pass again.
Sipes drops back, takes the throw long towards the end zone. Sipes one-on-one. It's batted down. Summerlot got a hand on it and knocked it down. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Tried to hit Toombs in the corner. Nice play by Summerlot.
Toombs, of course, a big target at 6'5". And not only is he tall, he's able to square off somebody and move them around.
He's a big physical kid. Got really good hands, runs really good routes, and as you say, just physically, he's pretty imposing out there, creates pretty natural mismatches.
2nd and 10, ball at the left hash mark. 2 receivers to the right. 1 to the left, that's Kirk Parker. He's going to come in. Here's the snap and the throw to Toombs. It's almost picked off. That was a tweezer pass and probably ill-advised for Sipes.
Yeah, just got to watch telegraphing those passes.
So 3rd down and 10, another big 3rd down in this series for the Fredericktown Freddies, trailing 14-7, 7:02 remaining in the first half. And the way these teams chew up clock, this could be their last possession in the first half.
See what Mount Gilead does defensively. Maybe they'll bring some pressure here.
Sipes and one other right.
Edge
Here's
pressure.
a snap. Here comes pressure from Summerlot. Sipes needs to do something with it. He tucks it. Run. No, he throws it. Nearly picked off. It was tipped into the air. Toombs went to the ground, nearly got up and caught the ball at the 5, but it falls incomplete.
Nearly picked off, and then Toombs is just lingering back there on his knees, and it almost bounced right into his hands.
That was something right there. So that is a 4th down and 10. You got to imagine Freddies are going to just go for it
I
here.
think they're going to go for it.
Clock is stopped at 6:54. Here to go in the first half. Freddies trailing Mount Gilead 14-7.
Big early play here.
They're going to spread it out a little bit.
They're in a spread 2-by-2.
Ashcraft split out to the right with one other. Now one left. Here's the snap. It's going to be Sipes keeping it left side of the line. Pushing and pushing, but he's not going to get there. 7 yards on the carry. It's short. Turnover on downs. The Indians will have it.
Big stop by the Indians.
So the Indians got the steering wheel here at this point. 6:47 to go first half. They lead at 14-7. The other thing to note here is that the Indians will get the ball back to start the second half.
That could prove pretty big. We'll see how this drive goes.
So in the way these two teams play, this defensive series for Freddy is really important, because if the Indians were going to score here, they get the ball back in the second half. That's tough on a team.
Both teams
built with a wing tee, although they can throw it.
Really, really stress that they got to make every possession count. They have to finish drives tonight.
Summerlot to the left side wide. Everybody else in to the right hash. Here's the snap and the handoff. It's going to be Barnum again.
Barnum again, and Parker on the play.
Barnum just picks up about a yard, sniffed out by the Freddy defense. They'll give him a couple. 2nd and 8. And the Indians will probably want to milk the clock here, but they don't want to get out of rhythm either.
Exactly. This offense is all about just staying in that rhythm. They've done a nice job their first 2 drives.
Let's hear it again for our Mount Gilead youth football programs and our cheer
Cole Frick
programs.
comes from the sideline with the play. 2nd down and 9. We'll back that thing up a little bit because it was 2nd and 8. Summerlot out to the left side. Double tight end. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper. Frick around the left side. He gets across the 30-yard line. Up to see where the spot is, about the 31.
Maybe about 3rd and 4. Frick does a nice job riding his fullback, pulling that ball. Just another thing that the Freddies have got to watch for. They've always got to account for the quarterback.
So 3rd down and 3, ball at the left hash mark for the Mount Gilead Indians. They lead the Freddies 14-7 with 5:25 to go here in the first half. Both want to establish their leadership in the KMAC. Here's the snap handoff to Barnum. Right side, gets the first down, and he's up to about the 38-yard line. move the chains again. And how important this is in the conference. This could be the big game right here, depending on how this whole conference lays out.
Early in the season, this is a big one. As both coaches said, and all coaches say, it's just one game at a time. A lot of things can happen. Another good first down by Mount Gilead.
And the clock continues to run. Of course, after they set the chains, they wind the clock up again. Now 4:56. Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard. Indians lead it 14-7. Here's the snap. Handoff, left side, big room, across the 45, down to the 50. Might beat his man to the 30, still on his feet. It's Jacob Wilt all the way in for the score. Unbelievable.
61 yards. Big play, no flags. Touchdown, Mount Gilead.
Jacob Wilt, number 4, the 5'10", 155-pound senior. And I'll tell you what, you thought he was going to go down back at around the 30-yard line. Somehow he wiggled out of that tackle and ends up scoring for the Indians. That is a huge score for Mount Gilead. 20-7. Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard. They'll go for 2. And Fredericktown, they need to stop this 2-point conversion.
These are big.
Here's the snap. Handoff left side. Big run, and it's going to be Wilt again. Is he in? No good. It's going to be short. So 20-7 is where it's at. 4:36 to go in the half. Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights on WMVO.
Vita Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to care for area athletes. Fellowship trained in complex knee and shoulder surgery, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kyle Randall and sports medicine physician Dr. Jeremy Ream provide comprehensive sports medicine and orthopedic care for athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who wants to get back on their feet, from strains and sprains to ACL and shoulder reconstruction. Avita has the experts you need. Call 419-709-8645.
There's something magical about fall at Velvet's Ye Old Mill. Crisp air, changing leaves, and the sweet taste of our delicious ice cream. But don't wait. The season wraps up at the end of October, and so do our scoops. High school athletes, wear your team jersey and score 50% off a single dip scoop in a sugar or cake cone or bowl. Come make one more memory before the season ends. Velvet's Ye Old Mill, where every scoop is a tradition worth savoring.
Back here at Mount Gilead, Fredericktown Freddies are down now. A couple of scores, 20-7. And the Indians will kick it off with 4:35 to go in the first half of play.
Mount Gilead got the big run there on a buck sweep. Pull the front and the backside guard. I think that's the first time they've shown that play tonight, and it pops for them.
Squib kick, and it's going to be returned up to about the 46-yard line. Must be worried about a run back.
I think it's a little bit of both. They're a little concerned about the Fredericktown deep guys, and I'm not sure if the kicker really has the leg to get it back there, so they're relying on that swib. But it's giving Fredericktown good starting field position every drive.
So ball at the 46-yard line for the Freddies. They trail 20-7. Really need to get something going here.
Plenty of time. They got 2 timeouts left. Very capable of striking quickly.
2 tough teams. Boy, the Indians look really good. Here's the wing tee. Here's the snap. Flips it to Kirk Parker. He turns upfield, and he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. I shouldn't say stopped. He gets hit there, and then he drives his feet forward and picks up maybe 3 here.
Just churning those feet again.
Kirk and Cash Parker, both seniors, right?
Cash is just
a
sophomore.
That's right. Kirk's a senior.
Kirk is a senior. He's really been a standout defensive player for us for Fredericktown over the last 3 years. And this year, again, being called on to play more offense.
2nd down and 7 now for the Fredericktown Freddies. Ball near the left hash mark. Clock winding down, 3:53. That's
almost pulled him off again.
He'll set the offense. Here's the snap. Flips it to Kirk Parker again. Same play. Gets stopped at the line of scrimmage and puts back. Taken away. The ball stolen, and he's going down the field. He's going to score for the Indians. Unbelievable. Stripped it right out of his hands. I've never seen it.
Oh, there's a flag.
Now hold on to your horses.
Hold your horses. There is a flag.
I'll tell you what, if that is a touchdown, I've never seen anything like it. The only thing that, well, I don't know what the flag would have been.
I definitely think it's after the turnover, but is
Like
it
a
on the
personal
run
foul?
back? Is it after the play is done, or is it on the run back, on the return?
Well, the officials are going to talk it over there at about the 20-yard line.
That's the only thing that we got to figure out here.
I mean, I guess you could look at it as a hold for the team that took it over, but that's a tough one to
hold
call,
or
isn't
a
it?
block in the back.
So we're waiting for the official call.
Freddie defense is going down there like it's 2-point play.
Talking to the Indians, the official is. Did we get, here comes the official call.
After possession, we had a block in the back by White. That penalty will be, the touchdown is good.
A touchdown. Block in the back for Freddie's.
Yeah, it's a moot point because it's a score for Mount Gilead, but I don't know how you get a block in the back on
that play
on defense.
I'll tell you what, though.
Maybe they're saying the block in the back was before the turnover. I have no idea, but we don't need to worry about it. Touchdown, Mount Gilead.
Incredible play there by the defender, number 59. I do not have 59 on my roster.
That was Cooper Nelson on the touchdown.
Cooper Nelson. What an outstanding play. He went in there and stripped it right out of the hands of the back for the Freddies and runs it for the touchdown. And that spells trouble for the Fredericktown Freddies. 26-7 now with 3:31 to go in the first half. Triple backfield lined up beside each other. Here's the snap and the straight ahead, and it looks like they got it. And they did. So it'll be 28-7. The Indians are opening this ball game up, and it's only the first half. 3:31 to go in the first half. On your Green Automotive Repair scoreboard, back in a moment on WMVO.
Did you catch?
At the Living Center in Mount Vernon, we provide active, carefree, and secure senior living. Our on-site restaurant and salon mean no more battling Mother Nature to enjoy a meal and feel and look good. Give us a call at 740-397-3897. Visit us at thelivingcenter.net or at 201 North Main Street in Mount Vernon and find us on social media. The Living Center is a Levering Management senior apartment community.
You're listening to Friday Night Lights on WMVO, your home for high school football all season long. WMVO.
And the Indians, boy, they have turned it on here at the end of the first half. They lead it 28-7 with 3:31 to go in the first half of play.
In a big game like tonight where you got two 4-0 teams, turnovers can be a key, and that's +2 for Mount Gilead. On both those turnovers, they've turned into touchdowns. So those have been big plays for them.
So, speaking of big plays and big drives, this is maybe one of the biggest ones of the night for the Freddies before they go into the locker room.
Well, as we just mentioned about a minute ago, they got plenty of time. They got 2 timeouts, and they have a quick strike capability, so we'll see what they do.
So, the Indians will kick it away. Squibb, a little harder this time.
Toombs.
Up to the 20-yard line. Toombs has it. Turns left. Gets grabbed up at the 30-yard line, tries to push ahead, maybe the 32 or 3. And so the Freddies have their work cut out for them. 60-plus yards they need to go to try to get back into this ball game.
One play at a time. Don't panic.
Coach Mike Reed has just done a fantastic job with these Indians.
Well, you can tell they're really bought in, excited. Big win last week against Danville. Another team that they've traditionally struggled against, and here they are up early. But we got a lot of football still to play.
1st and 10, ball at the left hash mark for the Freddies. Trying to climb out now. 28-7, they trail. Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard. Wing tee, everybody in tight. At the left hash. Here's the snap. Hand up right up the middle, and they're going to push, and a lot of traffic there. They're not going to get much, maybe a yard or 2.
It's the fullback dive or wedge. Probably Coach Spitler wants to just settle the kids down. That's a good play. Simple.
2nd and 8. Well, you kind of mentioned it there, too. It's not just about plays. It's about your the mental part and the dynamics of each individual player coming together, right?
Well, the Freddies could be a little rattled right now. They haven't had to play from behind. And here they are in a hole, so we'll see, again, how that mentally plays out.
Ashcraft on the wing right. Here's the snap.
Double handoff.
Double reverse, left side. Ashcraft has it. Spin move. He picks up a couple of yards. Got tripped up on the feet by number 34, Brogan Fleiter. 6 foot, 180-pound senior.
For Mount Gilead, they've got all the momentum right now. Let's see if they can continue to keep that momentum.
You know, they have like the 4 top tacklers in the league, the Indians.
Been playing really good defense.
So it'll be 3rd down and 6. From their own 37, the Fredericktown Freddies ball at the left hash mark. Everybody sets. Here's the snap. Roll out. Sipes looking downfield. Trying to find somebody. Throws it. Hits his tight end to the 50. Now 45. Toombs will walk out of bounds at about the 41, and there is a late flag.
Yeah, I think we got so the play is going to be good, and then we're going to have a block in the back from the spot, which is about going to be on the 40, so that'll back it up. It'll still be 1st and 10 Freddies.
Sipes running out of time there. About didn't get it off. Found Toombs, who's been really faithful on the catch here tonight.
He was patient. Blake was patient. Found a big tight end. Gavin having a big night tonight. I think that's five catches he's got. So this is going to back Fredericktown up. They're still going to have 1st down, and that's big because they definitely didn't want to kick the ball back to Mount Gilead here.
No.
As you said, Mount Gilead getting the ball at the beginning of the 2nd.
Yeah, and Mount Gilead has been on fire here in this quarter. They lead at 28-7, 1:48 to go in the first half. Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard, all part of the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. Our other game tonight, Northmore at Danville on the WMVO YouTube page. And we have highlights by Knox Community Hospital after these games. You can watch the highlights if you don't want to watch the whole game. We'll be posting those as well right after. Here's Johnny Ashcraft, left side tackle, and he's going to pick up a couple of yards, 2, maybe 3 here. Time is running down here for the Freddies.
Still have those 2 timeouts.
1:33, the clock is running. 2nd down and 7.
Ashcraft playing a lot more offensively, number 3 for Fredericktown. We saw him throw the ball last year as he is the backup quarterback. So,
and we did mention, if you're just joining us, we mentioned earlier Brody Davis out tonight due to an injury, and they rely on him a lot.
He's been a big two-threat individual both in the running game and the passing game. A lot of big plays this year.
Ashcraft in motion. The quarterback keeps it right side. Sipes a little
gets out of
jig,
bounds.
Gets out of bounds. He gets
Stop
the first
clock.
down, though.
1st down.
Sipes doing a nice job of knowing where he was on the field.
Still have their 2 timeouts left.
Under a minute at 56 seconds to go first half. Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard on WMVO Sports. Curtis Newland, Will Hartley with you. Gary Cooper, our producer. Delaney Kerstetter on the main cam. Week 5 here. What a great game we had up until just a few minutes ago where the Indians just kind of took over. Cash Parker split out to the left side there. Sipes, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Johnny Ashcraft on the right wing.
Now Fredericktown burns one of their timeouts. So that's going to leave them with 1 timeout.
And we'll step out as well. Back in a moment on WMVO.
Alumni Roofing is a full-service commercial roofing contractor providing commercial and industrial roofing solutions. Located in Lexington, Ohio, providing service to much of north central Ohio, including the greater metropolitan areas of Columbus, Cleveland, and Akron. Preventive maintenance program, roof health assessment, storm damage assessment, roof replacement, roof restoration, and more. Call 419-884-9715 and mention this ad to receive a free thermal scan and a full roof health assessment.
And back here at Mount Gilead High School on WMVO Sports, Fredericktown calling a timeout to talk about it as they are 28-7, trailing here in the first half. And, man, how important is trying to get a score in here for the Freddies before they go to the locker room?
I think it's very big. Try and regain a little bit of this momentum. They don't want to get stopped here and then have to give the ball right back to Mount Gilead coming out of the locker room.
Two receivers to the right side on the short side. Cash Parker to the left.
In a little bit of a passing formation here. You got Toombs isolated up on the left-hand side.
Here's the snap. Sipes cut back, looking for Toombs out there. He's in trouble, though. He's got to escape.
Scrambling.
Trouble. The official goes down. Here's the pass down the sideline and out of bounds, incomplete. And the official took a big hit. Sipes just kind of ran over him at about the 43-yard line, and they're going to make sure he's okay.
I think he's up. He's okay. Yeah, just an unintended casualty there of the play.
That one's going to hurt. He'll feel that tomorrow. He feels it now, I'm sure. So second down and 10.
Freddies were just looking to isolate Toombs on the backside. Mount Gilead, pretty good coverage. Blake had to scramble.
Receiver to the right side, one wide, make it two wide left. Toombs way out left. Man-to-man coverage. Here's a snap, drops back, looks for a long throw, timing round. Toombs just wheels it out there, jumps for it, incomplete pass. Ball maybe a little bit short of the target.
It was a little inside, but good coverage by Summerlot. Timed his jump. So far, he's been up to the challenge.
So it'll be 3rd and 10 for Fredericktown. 38 seconds remaining. They no doubt want to get that ball into the end zone. Spread out again. Toombs wide left. One inside, two receivers to the right, including Ashcraft and Garver. Here's a snap, throw out to Garver. He gets it caught to the 45, pinched to the 50, still in bounds. Does he get the first down?
First down, so that'll stop the clock.
Momentarily until they set the chains with 30 seconds remaining.
Coach Spitler burns his last timeout. 30 seconds left.
28-7, Freddy's trail, but a chance to maybe score before the break. Back in a moment on WMBO.
Dreaming of greater independence? Knox County Mobility Management is your path to accessible transportation. Whether you need to get to the grocery, the doctor, or just somewhere that you need to be, call 740-392-2200, extension 2218. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Free transportation coordination services are provided at no charge. Visit knoxhealth.com to learn more. Knox Public Health. Let us help get you where you want to go.
And welcome back here, WMBO Sports, 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2. WQIO HD2 Mount Vernon. Curtis Newland along with Will Hartley here as we await teams coming out of the timeout. The Freddies under pressure here, trailing 28-7, 30 seconds to go first half at the 30-yard line of the Indians.
So they're going to have to work the sidelines or continue to get first downs to stop this clock.
Two receivers left, one to the right side. That's Ashcraft in motion, cuts in front of his quarterback, Sipes. Sipes rolls out to the left side after the snap, throws it out of bounds. Tips the hand of one of the receivers, and it's out of bounds, incomplete.
So that'll stop the clock. Just took 5 seconds there.
So 2nd and 10. If you're the Freddies, plenty of downs here. You don't want to give, like that was a little bit overthrown, but you also don't want to make it easy for the defense to take, right?
Right. You definitely don't. You don't want to throw an intermediate pass that's going to get tackled in bounds because you're going to have a really hard time getting up and spiking the ball with only 25 seconds left.
They look for the call to the sideline of the Freddies bench. Good crowd on hand here tonight at Mount Gilead. One receiver to the right, one wide left. The fans are into it, as you can hear. Here's the snap. Sipes, couple of steps back, rolls out to the left side, looks downfield, looking, under pressure. Now he's going to run it out of bounds for a pickup of about 7.
Stops the clock again.
16 seconds.
Runs out of bounds after a gain of about 7. Pushed out of bounds.
So it'll be 3rd down, right? And about 3. Ball just inside the 25. That might mark him at the 23-yard line.
See if they go. It's all eyes on Toombs. Let's see if they try and dial up something here for one of these other receivers, because Mount Gilead's just got so much focus on Toombs right now.
They've been running Toombs on the left side. He's lined up on the right this time.
Got a trips formation here to the right.
Sipes with the snap. Out to the right side quickly on the carry.
Sipes is going to run
Moves
it.
upfield to the 20, to the 15. Still on his feet. And he's going to get enough for the first down. That'll stop the clock at 8 seconds.
They're looking to kill it. They're going to get lined up here and kill it. And then they'll be able to huddle up.
They're hurrying to the line.
Clock
Sipes
is running.
Looking for the snap. There he goes, and it's down, and that's 3 seconds remaining, so they got another shot to get it in the end zone before the break.
They got one play here.
We'll
Where are we at? The 15-yard line.
Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights back in a moment on WMBO.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone. No income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
And back here at Mount Gilead High School on WMBO, where the Freddies got to come up with a big play here. They've only got 3 seconds left. What do you think they're talking about?
Well, I think you're going to give Sipes here a run-pass option. Call a pass play, give him an option to get out on the edge, and if he sees daylight and can make a couple guys miss, maybe he just takes off and uses his ability to get it in the end zone.
Freddies down 28-7, 3 seconds to go in the half of the Greens Automotive Repair scoreboard. Indians get the ball back after half. That's why this is so important for the Freddies. They want to score. Here's the snap. Sipes left side under pressure right away. Skips past him. Wheeling back. Now he's going to go forward. He's in trouble. Still scrambling on his feet. Now he's loose to the 20-yard line. Right side, there's a flag on the field. It's going to come back. 5, touchdown, but it's going to come back. That's got to be a hold over there.
I believe they're going to call blindside block against the defense's player. If that's the call, that's a tough break against Fredericktown. Just a great individual effort by Sipes, but I'm afraid it might be coming back.
So that will be what it is, right? And they'll move the ball back. So the Freddies, Sipes, like you said, what a great effort.
Unbelievable.
For the quarterback Sipes there. Boy, you thought he was going to go down a couple of times. He got loose, ended up scoring, all to be brought back for a penalty.
Yeah, Mount Gilead had 2 great opportunities to bring him down for the sack.
Yeah,
he escaped them and then pulled it and then came clear back on the backside of the play. It's all going to be for nothing, though.
So, well, the clock is out. And that was a penalty against the offense.
Yeah.
So that's it, right?
Well, let's see here. They're backing it up.
They're backing it up. I mean, you can't put time back on the clock for that, can you? Timeout.
Timeout, Mount Gilead.
Mount Gilead. So I'm a little confused here. The flag was towards the end of the play. It's not a flag that would stop anything.
Yeah, the half cannot end on a defensive penalty, but, yeah, this is an offensive penalty.
So they're going to work it out, I guess. And tonight's game brought to you by Citywide Solutions.
I guess it's one untimed down. If Mount Gilead had declined it, it would have been half. But obviously they're not going to decline it because Blake scored.
Because he scored.
Yeah.
So
they got to take the penalty, and then the Freddies get untimed down.
Okay. That makes sense now. Like you said, the Indians had to take that penalty to bring the score back.
Oh, here we go again.
So untimed down. That means there's nothing on the clock. 28-7. Fredericktown is trailing. Indians get the ball after halftime. This is critical for Freddies. 2 left, 1 to the right side. Sipes, the quarterback. Ashcraft in motion, hands it off. He's going to throw it. Ashcraft rolling out left, looking for Toombs.
He's
going to have to run.
He's running.
Up to the 25, to the 20, right side to the 15. Still pushing to the 7 or 8 yard line, and that's going to be the end of the half. Didn't have the throw there. 28-7, halftime on WMVO. Coming up, the ONN halftime report on the radio. On video, you'll hear the bands We'll be back in a little bit on WMVO Sports.
Hi, I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wenson, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we are proud to sponsor tonight's game and even prouder to support our public schools. Whether it's touchdowns or textbooks, success starts with a strong foundation. From the classroom to the end zone, we believe in every student's potential because in Ohio, public education matters.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone, no income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Andrew Hollenball, Jessica Overholt, Kyle Kirshner, and led by Field Commander Sam Stutz, we proudly present the Fredericktown High School Marching Band. Tonight's halftime show features music that will take you to outer space. We open with the theme from 2001, A Space Odyssey. Now that we are in outer space with the stars, we will count them as we play One Republic's hit, Counting Stars. We will now take you on a tour of the planets. First, visiting Mars from Gustav Holst's Planet Suite. We will then return home and land with Imagination Dragons on top of the world. Give one more big round of applause for the incredible Fredericktown High School Marching Band.
Education is valuable, and at Mount Vernon Nazarene University, it's affordable too.
Year after year, MVNU continues to be one of the most affordable four-year private schools in Ohio. Because of competitive financial aid awards, students are able to graduate with less debt.
Did you know that MVNU has ranged in the top 5% best college for the money by College Factual for the past 3 years straight?
Schedule a visit today with mvnu.edu/visit and see for yourself.
At MVNU, the future is bright.
Finally, I made the decision to retire at the end of the year.
That's great. Unfortunately, I'm not in the position to make the move.
It's halftime with the Mount Gilead Marching Band. Under the direction of Ross Runyon, Assistant Director Zoe Paulus, along with color guard coaches Rosemary Kirkpatrick and Brooklyn Thornton. Tonight, the band would like to show you
What goes on at a typical marching band practice? That's right. It's time to show you what we really have to go through in order to perform the amazing halftime show that you see every Friday night. The truth of the matter is, it's no walk in the park. The band director, Ross Runyon, is no angel either, as he constantly neglects to give us the basic necessities we need to survive. Like, really? Could we get a water break every once in a while? Seriously. So anyways, to honor all of those water breaks we don't get, here's Smoke on the Water. There's a little water break, if you will. These marching band practices start up around the end of July with our annual band camp. In case you forgot, the temperatures during that time of the year are roughly 1,000,000 degrees. So we have to be out there lugging around these heavy instruments all practice field long in the beating sun. It's so hot.
And welcome back, everyone, on WMBO Sports. I'm Curtis Ulin along with Will Hartley here halftime at Mount Gilead. 6:40 on the clock here for the halftime show, and then they'll add another 3 for warm-ups. 28-7 is the score. The Mount Gilead Indians. Got a spider in the booth. Can't have that. All right, he's gone. Anyway, the Indians, man, what a second quarter they had. I mean, these teams were back and forth through the first quarter, early part of the second quarter, and then things just changed.
Yeah, Mount Gilead's been able to create these turnovers. 2 big turnovers by the Freddies, both of them. One of them is returned for a touchdown off of the fumble recovery, and the other one, the interception on the screen, sets up their first score. Mount Gilead hasn't even attempted a pass. 0 yards passing, hadn't even attempted one. Barnum, 63 yards rushing. As a team, they got 184 yards rushing. Wilt has 62 yards rushing and a touchdown. All of that was on the one big play that he had. So pretty impressive offensive production. Pretty impressive all-around production by Mount Gilead. Let's see if Fredericktown can battle back.
Indeed. And you take a look at some great running, but also some great blocking up front. They've got some big, as they say, hog mollies up front, right?
Big offensive line, 6'2", 6'2", 6 foot, 6'3", 6'4", all of them, but St. Clair are over 250 pounds. And as we talked about, you got 4 out of 5 that are seniors, so a lot of experience up front.
Basically, it's the group that you don't want to be responsible to pay the bill when you go out to eat, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a big bill. down at the end zone or Pizza Hut, wherever they go.
That's right. 28-7 is the score. 5:01 to go here at the halftime break. Green's Automotive Repair Scoreboard. The Indians lead it. Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights, also brought to you by Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, by Pizza Cottage, Alumni Roofing, Licking Knox Goodwill Stores, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veteran Services, Buckeye Stoves, and Mr. Water Heater Guy. And our halftime brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investment. We'll be back in a moment on WMVO.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
There's something magical about fall at Velvet's Ye Old Mill. Crisp air, changing leaves, and the sweet taste of our delicious ice cream. But don't wait. The season wraps up at the end of October, and so do our scoops. High school athletes, wear your team jersey and score 50% off a single dip scoop in a sugar or cake cone or bowl. Come make one more memory before the season ends. Velvet's Ye Old Mill, where every scoop is a tradition worth savoring.
Halftime here at Mount Gilead. The band is performing here. Youth night, I believe, at Mount Gilead High School. Let's take a look at some of the scores around the area, Will.
Around the league, we have Centerburg all over Loudonville, 26-0. Northmore all over Danville, 23-0. That's down at Danville. And then Cardington and East Knox in a close one. It's 22-21. The Pirates have the narrow lead.
All right, thank you very much for those updates here on WMVO Sports. And, of course, our other game tonight is taking place in Danville. It is that Northmore game. You can find it on our WMVO YouTube page tonight with Kyle Kerstetter with the call of that game on WMVO Sports. And, of course, here at halftime, 28-7. Mount Gilead leads it. Second half action coming up in just a moment on WMVO.
Home has never meant more. It's not just a place. It's where life happens. Protect yours from the inside out with a home insurance policy from Frank & Muth Insurance. Are you ready to get frank about your insurance needs? Start a conversation with the experts at UIS Insurance and Investments and see if a homeowner's policy from Frank & Muth Insurance is right for you.
Hi,
get started at UISprotect.com. That's UISprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments. Trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone, no income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
What do you love most about the cooler weather? Snuggling under a warm blanket? Holidays with family? What about the flu? Not so much. Getting your flu shot at Conway's Danville Health Mart Pharmacy is the first line of defense in protecting you, your family, and the community. Get your flu shot today. Visit Conway's Danville Health Mart Pharmacy, your community Health Mart Pharmacy at 14 East Main Street, Danville. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Howard Hilton Grill, just east of Apple Valley on Coshocton Road, has a casual, cozy atmosphere, offering comfort food and good times. Open daily from 10 in the morning to 1 a.m., now adding Sunday morning breakfast at 8 a.m. The Howard Hilton also recently added on an outdoor tiki bar seating patio option with big screen TV. Stop by and enjoy great tastes like the Hilton Burger or enjoy Taco Tuesdays at the Howard Hilton in Howard. That's the Howard Hilton, 740-599-2337.
Alumni Roofing is a full-service commercial roofing contractor providing commercial and industrial roofing solutions. Located in Lexington, Ohio, providing service to much of north central Ohio, including the greater metropolitan areas of Columbus, Cleveland, and Akron. Preventive maintenance program, roof health assessment, storm damage assessment, roof replacement, roof restoration, and more. Call 419-884-9715 and mention this ad to receive a free thermal scan and a full roof health assessment. Alumni Roofing would like to give a shout-out to the Fredericktown High School Band Program. And welcome back here on WMVO Sports. Curtis Newland along with Will Hartley here as we get ready for second half action on this Friday night, week number 5. And we are looking forward to the remainder of this season. As we said, we haven't seen Northmore yet, you and I.
I think that's next week.
Yep, they're beating Danville pretty well right now.
Now the PA, we just got another update. Now it's Danville's got 12 in that game, so they've closed the lead a little bit.
Tell you what, Danville is one that you can never overlook, and of course the Freddies and the Trojans will still have to play Danville. Matt Bloom will have them ready for that.
23-12 right now down at Danville.
Big game here tonight on WMVO. Right now it's leaning way towards Mount Gilead as they lead 28-7. That was not the case through most of the first half of the game until about the latter of the second quarter, and then things turned around. They had a turnover, and I want to say 2 turnovers total tonight for the Freddies so far.
Yeah, the screen pass is intercepted, and then the strip fumble return for touchdown. That was a huge play.
Yeah, let's talk about that one for a second because that's not one that you see anywhere, for that matter, very often. And basically the Fredericktown Freddies had the football, and the carrier had it about the 40-yard line or so, making a nice run, but in a pile of people. All of a sudden, here comes the Indians. They strip the ball out of his hands and run it down for a touchdown.
And we talk about how Parker did a really nice job of keeping runs alive and keeping his feet churning, and that's exactly what he was doing. Mount Gilead gets in there with their hands and rips it out late in one of those runs.
That's where those drills come in handy, right?
That strip drill.
Well, they did it perfectly there, and the Indians now really in control because they get the ball coming out of the second half. And with the way these teams play, too, you know, how many possessions are you going to get in the ball game to come back, because they're going to take a lot of time off the clock.
Well, you said it. Mount Gilead getting the ball coming out of the half could prove to be decisive. Now, Fredericktown, they can step up here and they can get a stop, get the ball back into the hands of their offense, and they'll be right back in business.
What kinds of corrections do you think the Freddies made in the locker room to come into the second
It'll
half?
be interesting to see. They've had success running Sipes on the perimeter. Toombs has had a big half. He's got 4 catches for 58 yards and a touchdown, so he's created some matchup problems for Mount Gilead in the back end. They've done some nice things. They just weren't able to finish that drive. Had the unfortunate call there right before the half. Really, the difference in the game are those turnovers. Got to eliminate the mistakes.
Tonight's game brought to you by Country Court Skilled Nursing, the Living Center Senior Living Apartment Community, by Velvet Ice Cream, Prescription Turf Care, Buckeye Stoves, Mr. Water Heater Guy, Avita Health Systems, and Citywide Solutions. As we get set for second half action here on WMVO, the Fredericktown Freddies will be kicking it off from the 40-yard line. And 12 minutes are up on the board. This is a really nice crowd on hand. Both of these communities expecting a big game tonight.
Well, both of us went down to use the bathroom at halftime, and you really get a sense of just how many people
That's
are here.
right, hordes of people.
Great to see.
It really is. I had a gentleman say that. Was talking about it. I said, yep, and it's great to hear the sound of it all. It's just a wonderful atmosphere, high school football and Friday Night Lights. Brought to you by Knox County Veteran Services. Here we go. Here's the kickoff. The Freddies going to be high and out of bounds. It goes. So the flag comes out. No time off the clock. So the Indians will have it.
Looks like they're going to bring their offense out, decline it, take ball.
So they'll get it at the 35. And the Indians will have their first drive here of the second half, well in control of this game. No doubt will want to burn some time off, but as we said earlier, they don't want to get too far out of rhythm. They want to just do their offense, especially early in this quarter, right?
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I mean, I think they're just going to go back to what they're comfortable with, handing the ball to Barnum, running some counter game, getting the quarterback involved, letting that big line go to work, and just move these Freddies.
And like you said, they haven't thrown the pass the full first half.
Just haven't needed to. Just been very efficient in the running game.
So they put the ball at the 38.
Oh, because that's where it went out of bounds.
So is that where they take it just now? Okay. One to the right. Here's the snap and the handoff. It's going to be Barnum with the carry. He's still on his feet. He's going to pick up 5. Still churning. It takes about 4 or 5 Freddies to bring him down. Strong kid.
Just keeps his feet churning. He's listed as 6'1", but he just runs really low to the ground.
Second down and 3 here for the Indians. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. One receiver split out to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff, Barnum, left side of the line again. Pushing, trying to get the first down. He's going to be a little short.
Cash Parker with the initial contact.
Tackled by number 44, Cash Parker, and number 71, Wyatt Cole.
You have to feel pretty good when you can just run wherever you want to run.
Brings up a big third down.
So 3rd and a yard for the men in purple. Ball at the left hash mark. One receiver left, ball at the left hash. Here's the snap, handoff. Barnum, right side. He gets the first down across the 50-yard line. Move the chains. Just a machine out there.
Boy, it looked like Mount Gilead got away with it a little bit. It looked like one of their guards flinched, but wasn't seen or wasn't called. First down, Mount Gilead.
1st and 10, ball at the 49-yard line of Freddy's. 10:35 to go. 3rd quarter, Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard. 28-7. Indians will be in no hurry here.
As you said, it's kind of a balance. They want to keep that rhythm, but they also just want to work this clock.
Summerlot left side. Here's the snap and up the middle, and it's going to be Barnum again, and he takes a lunge at the end of that one, and he's going to get 7 yards here.
Number 52, Camden Clutter on the stop.
Big yardage on first down.
2nd down, 4.
Wyatt Cole comes up limping. Big senior defensive tackle. He's going out.
2nd down and 4. Both teams have been dealing with injuries. Pretty good injuries here in the first half of the season.
Yeah, Cole's been hobbled the last couple weeks. Looks like he might have re-aggravated that his ankle.
Cole Fricky, the senior for the Indians, 6 foot, 170 pounds. Single back. Here's the snap. One's in motion. Here's the handoff. Barnum left side hits the line and bounces a couple of times. He's going to pick up a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Still short. Toombs did a nice job squeezing that down, minimizing the gain.
Round and pound here for the Indians.
That was a big third down.
Tonight's game brought to you by Conway's Danville Pharmacy, Ariel Corporation, Pizza Cottage, Alumni Roofing, Licking Knox Goodwill, and Danbury Senior Living. 3rd and a yard, or less. One on the wing right. That's Fiderer. One left, Summerlot. Snap straight ahead and fighting for the first down yardage. We'll see where they mark him. It's going to be really close.
Fricky on the sneak.
They're going to move the chains.
First down.
So big first down for the Indians. And the Freddies have to find something to stop the Indians.
What they need is a big turnover here.
So that'll be a first down for the Indians from the 39-yard line, and officials timeout. Are they going to measure? They shouldn't have to. You look at where the hash mark is. That should be a first down. It's on the left side of the hash mark.
See the chains. Here they come. Here come the chains. First time tonight.
Yep. They don't do this often anymore.
They do not. How many more years will we see chains?
It'll be all electronic, right?
With the NFL model.
I was going to say, they got that by a mile.
Certainly looks like it. First down.
I was going to say, you could look at the hash marks from here to there. Now, of course, if you're an official, you don't, and it's painted, you don't always trust that, right? So they wanted to call out and make sure, no problem with that. It'll be 1st and 10. Shoot, I remember it was a big deal when they come out with the digital numbers over there. One wide left, Summerlot. Here's the snap and the handoff. Left side of the line. Big carry up to the 30, 25 to the 20. Wiggles back to the 10. He's going to do it again. In for the score. Touchdown.
No flags.
Jacob Wilt. This kid is for real.
Buck sweep again. They run buck sweep into the boundary. He pops it again.
I'll tell you what, if you ran that play against the last time he did it, he looked like he took the same steps, the same wiggle, got through that defense amazingly well, and that is Wilt with another score tonight. And this game's starting to get out of hand, Coach. The Freddies are going to have to find an answer, and quick. But the Indians are a good-looking football team. So they'll go for the 2, 34-7, 8:22 to go in the third quarter. On the Greens Automotive Repair scoreboard, the Indians lead it. Their 2-point conversion attempt right now. Somebody jumped.
I think the Freddies might have got pulled off sides. That's going to put it half the distance, 1.5 yard line.
So they'll set the ball a little bit closer. 8:22 remaining third quarter. Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights here on WMBO. And the Indians will get in for 2. No.
No good.
Not going to do it. 34-7. Indians take a commanding lead. 8:22 to go, third quarter. Back in a moment on WMBO.
You're listening to Friday Night Lights on WMVO, your home for high school football all season long. WMVO.
Your family, the car that you bought when you were 18, the house you turned into a home. UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it most. As an independent insurance agency, UIS Insurance and Investments is able to design a custom policy that's unique to you and assures that all things you love are safe and sound. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone, no income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
Back at the Mount Gilead football field, where they lead at 34-7 on the Greens Automotive Repair scoreboard with 8:22 to go, third quarter. And the Indians will kick it off. This is going to be a long, hard squib. Picked up at the 25, now to the 30 by Toombs. 35 on his feet to the 40, still clawing and grinding. And he's going to get up to about the 42 or 3, I think. Depends on where they spot him on the progression. He might not get a great spot here.
He's going to be right at the 40.
But not bad field position for the Freddies. Now they just have to answer and put 6 on the board.
Desperately need to have some success offensively here. And it'd be nice if they can strike quickly if you're Fredericktown.
And you have a confidence factor, too, here, right?
Well, all the momentum right now is with the team in purple.
So ball at 1st and 10. A big gut check here for the Fredericktown Freddies. They bring the wing tee to the line of scrimmage. 4 men down up front. Here's the snap. Sipes will flip it up the middle of the field. There's flags everywhere.
2 men in motion.
And so that'll bring it back against the Freddies.
Be a 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15.
Knox County Veteran Services Office, Buckeye Stoves, Mr. Water Heater Guy, Spearman Financial Services. Of course, don't forget, it is the Sports Roundtable on WQIO, our sister station, 93.7. Tyler Mathias and Brian Gaston will keep you updated with all the scores. And, of course, all the coaches will call in after their games tonight. You don't want to miss out on that. And your Spearman trivia question. Also to win some great big prizes. And that is on 93.7, the Super Q. Also, we are streaming that now on video on our WQIO Facebook and YouTube page. So check that out. And the Freddies back to work, 1st and 15. Ball from the 36-yard line. Here's a snap to Ashcraft on the flip, left side of the line. Got some yardage there, maybe 3 or 4, back about to the original line of scrimmage.
Close to the original line of scrimmage.
1st and 10. You got to think maybe the Freddies are going to have to open this up a little bit and put it in the air.
Well, as I mentioned, I think they got to score, obviously, but it would be nice if they scored. If you're them, if you score without taking much time off the clock.
Right now, still coming out of the huddle. 7:31, the clock is running, 13 seconds on the play clock. Under center, the snap, handoff right up the middle, and nowhere to go. And the Freddies push back.
Reese Hannon again.
Now, that play for them has worked pretty good the last couple of times, but the Indians had their number on that and just pushed them back.
Shut down pretty well there.
Maybe a yard, almost a yard gain.
So it should be 3rd down.
So 3rd and 9, ball at the 42-yard line, Fredericktown's own territory. Coaching staff trying to look for some place they can exploit on the defense of the Indians, but that has been tough tonight.
Look for play action here.
Sipes under center. Here's the snap.
Play
Takes
action.
the pitch. He's going to look for
Looking
the throw
for
down the
Toombs.
field. Drops
Pressure.
back. He's out of the pocket, working to the right side. Looking downfield. Has nowhere to go. He's going to run it for about 3 or 4 yards out of bounds.
He's short. See what Fredericktown does here. They might be in a situation where they might go for it. They're bringing out the punt team.
Well, they're 6 or 7 yards out. I suppose you could try to get the defense to jump here, and then maybe you're a yard on a 4th down or so instead of 6.
In this part of the field, that wouldn't hurt to try it. We saw them run a fake last week. Weren't able to convert it. See what happens here.
Junior Butler back to punt it away for the Freddies. Here's the snap. He gets the ball. He is going to punt it. Long, just over the heads of the line. Takes a Fredericktown roll to the 13, 12-yard line.
Got a good roll. Curtis, I think that was the first punt of the night.
I think you're right. Yeah, because we've had either a turnover or a turnover on downs.
Or a score, yeah.
So 6:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. 34-7 is the score. Indians well in control of this ball game.
Golf teams compete this week. The girls.
And they're going to try to turn probably the rest of this quarter off if they could.
Well, this is a big drive. Obviously, everything is going Mount Gilead's way. But if they can go down and score here, then you got running clock.
Yep,
and
true.
It's pretty much turn out the lights.
Yep, fatigue is setting in. You can see it already. Here's the snap. Barnum left side of the line with a run, and he's going to pick up just a couple here. It'll be 2nd and long.
If you're Fredericktown, you just really want to try and create a turnover here. Try and get some momentum. Turnover in a short field would help them.
Indians have won the turnover count here tonight.
2 big turnovers.
One was for a score, stripped it right out of the running back's hands and ran it down the field for a score. Something you don't see every day. To the line of scrimmage, here come the Indians. Summerlot, left side split. The only receiver, they don't throw much, as we know. Under center is Fricky. Looks around, in motion. He's got one. Here's the snap. And Barnum to the right side, and he's going to pick up a couple more yards. So the Freddies able to keep those runs short. They hope to get a turnover here. Third and 5. This is probably the worst field position we've seen the Indians in all night.
I would think so.
Ball is inside of their 20-yard line at the 19. Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard, it is 34-7. The Indians lead the Fredericktown Freddies. Summerlot, wide left. Here's the snap.
Buck sweep.
Left side to the 30-yard line. Tripped up. Up to about the 35-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. And that was Jacob Wild again. Boy, he is so dangerous. And I didn't see who the Freddies were that got his ankle and held on, but if it wasn't for that, he might have got another 6.
He might have. It's the exact same play. They're running it into the boundary. Offense is left, pulling both guards. Wiltz does a really nice job getting to the edge. Quick.
Yeah. And quick hip movements, man. He is a swivel. One receiver to the right, Summerlaw. 4 Freddies down up front. Here's the snap and the handoff. Left side of the line. And they're going to rumble for 2 or 3 yards here. And the clock just churning off here. It's at 4:27 left to go in the third quarter on WMBO. And they're going to take their time. Play clock is down to, well, I guess it's 18 seconds. They're going to run it all off here. As Coach said a little while ago, they can score here. They'll be in a running clock situation. One receiver to the right, and I don't think anybody thought that going into this game. Here's the snap and handoff. Left side, Barnum. He's going to go down 3 yards maybe to the 40.
The way the first quarter was going, we thought we were going to be in a back-and-forth shootout.
Yeah.
Last team with the ball wins.
Man, and then it just something changed in the middle of the second quarter. The Indians got on fire, and the turnover certainly helped that.
That was a big play. Then they hit the big 62-yard run play with Wiltz.
3rd and 4 for the Indians. Down to about 3 minutes here at 3:21. They're going to split Summerlot to the right. Split backfield. Offset from the quarterback. One's in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff Barnum. Left side of the line. Pushing and shoving and
short.
5 white jerseys will stop him with a yard gain.
So Freddie's got to stop. Force Mount Gilead to punt.
So 4th down and short here for Mount Gilead. Did they change their squad out? Or are they still making a decision?
They have not. They're still making a decision.
I think they're going to go for it.
Keeping the offense out there for now.
Yep, Fricky's coming out with the play.
Working every second off this clock.
Summerlot, left side of the line. 4 men down for the Freddies. And a jump on the Indians line.
Offsides. So that backs them up. So I'm sure they're going to kick the ball now. Coach Reed calls out the punt.
2:21 to go here in the quarter number 3, 34-7.
I wonder if they were going to run a play there anyway or just try and draw them off sides and then
this will be the
burn the timeout.
Indians' first punt of the game. Back to return it is going to be Johnny Ashcraft and also Caden Gibson.
Pressure.
The punt, it's way high. It's going to land harmlessly and bounce out at around the 35-yard line. So the Freddies will have it. Freddies will need to get something going here.
Goes out at the Fredericktown 36. That's where the Freddies will start. First down 10.
Still a lot of people here in the crowd. As the Freddies will get their opportunity.
As we said in the pregame, this is Mount Gilead's best start since 2011. So it's been a long time coming, and the fans have really turned up tonight.
First and 10. 2 receivers out to the left side, 1 to the right side, split in the shotgun. Sipes the quarterback. The Freddies do know how to get it down the field. Here's the snap. Jet sweep, though, left side Ashcraft. He turns upfield. He's going to get up across the 40, close to the first down marker, but out of bounds. Where exactly, not sure.
Good first down yardage, and as you say, it gets out of bounds.
Maybe a yard shy.
All these seconds count now for Fredericktown.
Yeah, you can't mess around now. The biggest thing is just getting that first score. They haven't had a score since the first quarter, right?
I think so, yeah.
Just got to get a score on the board and then go from there.
Just one play at a time.
Still have a quarter and a minute 52 remaining in the third. Second down, about a yard and a half. Receiver left and right, tight to the lines. One's in motion. Kirk Parker, here's the snap, fakes the handoff, Sipes straight ahead, and he's going to lose yardage trying to go up the middle. The Indians just shove back.
Sniff that out. Fredericktown's been running a lot of that jet motion where Sipes pulls it. Mount Gilead stays patient in their lanes there, sniffs it out. Negative play. Well, they gave him back to the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd down and 2 for the Fredericktown Freddies here on WMVO Sports, brought to you by Pizza Cottage, by Howard Hilton, one of our great sponsors, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Griffin Insurance, and Spearman Financial Services. So 3rd and short for the Freddies, kind of getting to make or break time, if we haven't passed it already for the Freddies. Here's the snap, pitch to Ashcraft, left side, bows out. Now he turns upfield. First down, there's a flag in the backfield. And he'll pick up good yardage, maybe 10, but it may be coming back.
Got the first down. See what the flag is.
The hold, I think, is the initial indicator. So it'll be from the spot of the foul.
It was pretty early.
Yeah. So that's going to be a big deficit for the Freddies. The spot of the foul is about 7 yards from the original line of scrimmage. Oh, they're not going to do it from the spot of the foul. Do you have any insight on that?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
So ball at the 30, nose of the ball is at the 35-yard line on the Freddies side. 58 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. And everybody's getting set. Freddy's in the wing tee. Everybody down. In motion, there's the snap. Rolling out to the right side, looking for Ashcraft. He gets bumped. That should be a flag, probably. Or is that
there it is.
Okay.
You called it.
And that is going to go against number 4, Jacob Wilt, who's had an exceptional game. Just kind of shoved him in the back.
Just got there a little early.
And that's a great opportunity for the Freddies. First pass interference call of the night.
Yeah,
maybe our second of the season so far that we've seen.
Bails the Freddies out. They got first down. Continue this drive.
Freddies just trying to find a spark here. And again, with these two types of teams and the way they run, you have to look at possessions. How many possessions are you going to get?
It's the key.
And it's not looking real bright for the Freddies right now.
They were able to get the stop on defense and see if they can translate that to points.
53 seconds remaining, 3rd quarter. Under center, Sipes. There's movement. Offsides.
5 more yards.
So that goes against the Mount Gilead Indians. And I'm sure the coaching staff's saying, come on, guys, you guys are in the lead here. 34-7. Stop jumping.
A little frustrated. Yep, that's exactly what Coach Reed is saying. Like, come on, guys. Let's play clean football here.
Be 1st and 5 now for the Freddies. Ball near the left hash mark. Freddies are not in rhythm right now either. A lot of time between plays. Here's the snap, pitch, Ashcraft left side. He's going to get stopped just to be on the line of scrimmage. Gain of a half yard or yard. Boy, he went down hard there too. 2nd down and about 5. Martinez gets the tackle.
Going to get probably one more play in this quarter.
2nd and 5. I just love this crowd out here. Great night. It's Americana at its best, isn't it?
We've had great crowds throughout the entire first half of the season. Of course, we had this wonderful weather.
Yeah,
people taking advantage of it.
2nd and 5, ball at the left hash mark, 1 to the left. He's in motion. Coming across, handoff, turns upfield, has some marching orders up across the 40-yard line, and that was a nice pickup by Kirk Parker, the 6'2 senior for the Freddies, and that'll move the chains and stops the clock momentarily at 2 seconds. Will they even try to – they won't try to get a playoff here, I doubt.
It's going to start winding. That's the quarter.
That's it. 34-7, fourth quarter coming up next. Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard. The Indians lead it on WMBO.
By Story Point Group, where we spend every minute of every day providing the best for our residents. We offer living options from villas to independent living, assisted living, and memory care. Our network of communities offers a calendar of enriching activities, fresh chef-prepared meals daily, and a supportive and dedicated team, all of which creates an unmatched experience for seniors and families. If you're looking for an award-winning senior living community that feels like home, then Danbury Senior Living is right for you. Come and discover why life at Danbury Community is so special.
And back here at Mount Gilead High School on WMVO Sports. First down and 10 for the Freddies as we start the final quarter. And things are beyond serious for the Freddies. They really need to get this score to try to get something moving. But do they have the spark?
They're putting first downs together, but it's taking a lot of time. And as you said, they're just a little out of sorts. Really the first time they've met with this kind of adversity this year. See how they respond in the fourth.
So Sipes will go under center. No, he doesn't. Shotgun, I'm sorry. Here's the snap.
Parker
hands it off
again.
to Parker. He turns upfield beyond the tackle and maybe a yard. Just not getting anything in the middle like they would like to. You know, we mentioned Brody Davis not being in the game tonight for the Freddies, and he was that guy that you could give and he'd get to the outside and cut upfield.
Yeah, he's been a dual threat guy all year. Very explosive. He had a lot of big explosive plays. I will say, though, Johnny Ashcraft, number 3, has stepped into that spot.
Yeah, just a sophomore. And you said he was a backup quarterback, right?
He's been playing pretty well. But, yeah, Davis has big shoes to fill.
So Ashcraft, as we spoke about him, is split out to the left side. 2 receivers tight to the end on the cap on the right. Here's the snap. Ashcraft, jet sweep, right side, picks up yardage, maybe a first down. And he does pick up great yardage, maybe as many as 15 up near the 25. Goes out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. Of course, they got a first down, but it'll be stopped until the next play is run.
Another big run by Ashcraft. Nice blocks downfield.
Tell you what, it's the good thing about this is you get to see your sophomore getting reps against a tough team.
Yeah, there's nothing like game reps. Get you experience.
So, first and a dime here for the Freddies. 10:48 on the clock. It's running. I thought he was out of bounds on that. The clock was running. Here's a snap. Drops back. Sipes in trouble. Somerset all over him. Rolls out to the left side. Now he backs up. He's in trouble in the pocket. Somehow gets the throw off. He's going to just throw it away. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Slippery back there. Couldn't find anything. Toombs was trying to get open, but Blake really couldn't get anything under that pass.
I'll tell you what, he is good at keep away. He finds a way to try to get out there and make a play.
Slippery.
And that just comes from experience. I mean, he's been doing this for 3 years, and you can see it.
Yeah,
I remember watching him as a sophomore learning how to scramble and did a pretty good job then.
Kind of skill set you just don't coach. You either got it or you don't.
We got a timeout called.
Freddies.
10:30 to go in this game, 34-7. The score, the Freddies trail back in a moment on WMBO.
With multi-axis CNC machine tools, Ariel Corporation is looking for talented individuals like you to join our team. We offer great pay, excellent benefits, unmatched retirement savings programs, and work in safe, clean, climate-controlled facilities with top-tier equipment. With locations in Heath and Mount Vernon, We offer stability and growth. Ready to take your career to the next level? Apply now at arielcorp.com. That's ARIEL Corp.com.
And welcome back here, Mount Gilead High School, where the Freddies trail. Took a timeout. 2nd and 10 for the Freddies. Trying to get a score on here, but need to get it done quickly. Both teams ground and pounds. Ball at the right hash mark for the Freddies. There's the whistle. Receiver right. Shotgun is Sipes. Here's the snap. Drops back, looking for the pass. And to the right sideline. Is that Toombs over there? And complete.
Tried to hit Toombs on the comeback route to the sideline. Just a little high.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 now for the Freddies. Freddies really need to get this one in. But they are certainly struggling to move the football against this very tough Indians team.
You know what time it is, Indian fans. Let's stand up and cheer.
2 receivers to the right, 1 left. Ball at the right hash. Here's the snap. Jet sweep, left side, turns upfield, and a big tackle. Barnum comes up with a hit, and that time it was Caden Gibson with the carry, and they're going to lose about a yard.
Yeah, they really played that well. Mount Gilead did. Good inside-out pursuit.
4th and 11. Well, I'll tell you what, everybody runs up against the Indians this year. Watch out.
Pretty solid-looking group.
Yes, they are. And it's a pretty excited community about it, too. I just walking through the crowd, you could hear comments being made and so forth. They're very proud of their Indians, and should be. 2 receivers to the right. Here's the snap. Sipes rolling out. He's in trouble on the blitz on the corners. He's going to go down. That's a sack.
Shipman with another sack. Front side defensive end.
Yep. He's number 2 in the conference for tackles for loss in general. And that'll be a 1st down for the Indians with 9:32 to go here in the 4th quarter. So looks real bleak for the Freddies. It's not that they haven't given it their all, but this Indians team is very tough up front.
Done a really nice job generating pressure against Sipes, bringing guys from different directions. He has not been very comfortable in the pocket really since the 1st quarter.
Here's the snap. Left side handoff. Barnum going to carry it about 4 yards here. They're just going to try to run this clock down.
As you mentioned, they're not going to be in any hurry here. Going to use every second of that play clock.
2nd down and 6 for the Indians. Green's Automotive Repair scoreboard. 9:03 remaining in this football game. Curtis Newland with you along with Will Hartley, Delaney Kerstetter, and Gary Cooper, our production team here tonight. 1 receiver to the right. Here's the snap. Straight ahead again for the Indians, and they're going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards. A late flag.
Late flag. Who knows what that is?
About a yard or 2 shy of the 1st down. Waiting for the call. Didn't see an initial signal. They're going to talk it over.
It seemed like in the area of holding, but it was just so late in the play. Oh, I think I saw face mask.
Yep, face mask.
Face mask.
The white hat says, and that's against the Freddies. So just a matter of time now as the Indians have played an extraordinary game. It was, I'll tell you what, the turn of events was the 2nd half of the 2nd quarter. Everything just changed right there.
It did. Mount Gilead just grabbed the momentum and have not looked back since.
1 receiver to the right side, under center of the quarterback. Here's the snap. Hand off, right side. It's going to be Willett. And up across the 40-yard. line. Yep, Jacob Wilt. Boy, he's had a great game tonight.
He certainly has.
And we have the player of the game coming up.
You know, he stepped in because Haar, who is the normal starter, I noticed that he's been out of the game the whole second half in civilian clothes.
He's got crutches down there.
Got crutches down there. This Wiltz has stepped in and has just done a phenomenal job. Now he's going to leave.
A Pizza Cottage player of the game tonight. We have not announced it. He'd certainly be a contender.
He certainly would. Between him and Barnum.
They'll win a pizza from Pizza Cottage of Mount Vernon. What do we got, a timeout again here? And it is. We'll be back in a moment on WMVO.
Cold showers, leaky water heater. This looks like a job for Mr. Water Heater Guy. Here to save the day. Brand new water heaters installed with a tank for just $11.99. Or go tankless with the Renai system for only $34.99. And general plumbing just $225. Parts and labor out the door. Incredible pricing. Incredible service. Call 740-324-9912. Mr. Water Heater Guy. Up and hot water heater problems away.
Mr. Water Heater Guy, one of our fine sponsors here on WMVO Sports. Injury time out there. It's 2nd down and 4 for the Indians of Mount Gilead. Good-looking football team. Glad to see them here tonight. One wide left, one on the wing left. Split backfield. Behind the quarterback who's under center, that's Fricky. Just going to watch the play clock go down, 9 seconds. Here's the snap, turns, hands off, Barnum. Up the middle of the field and going to get a first down. So the Indians likely will continue to be undefeated.
Seem to be the team to beat in the KMAC right now, coming out of tonight.
And it's not just about this game. You can just see they're a quality football team.
Well, they got a big win last week against Danville. Here again tonight. Fredericktown riding a lot of momentum coming into tonight, 4-0. Very one-sided competition.
One wide left, Fricky under center. 2 in the backfield, the snap, hand off, Barnum again, and he's going to push. And he's going to pick up 5 yards. And I'll tell you what, in that pile, you always see number 74, Cody Mimer, 6'3", 285. Boy, well, you'd like to run behind him every time, and, well, they almost do.
Offensive line has been pretty impressive.
2nd down and about 5 here for the Indians with 6:57 on the clock. One receiver to the right. 2 backs side by side behind the quarterback, Fricky. One of them's Barnum. He's had an exceptional night. Here's the snap. Hand off. Barnum to the right side up across the 25-yard line.
Going to leave him a little short on 3rd down.
So 3rd and a couple here for the Indians. Tonight's game brought to you by Country Court Skilled Nursing, the Living Center Senior Living Apartment Complex, Prescription Turf Care, and Knox Public Health Mobility Management. 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2, WQIO HD2 Mount Vernon. Summerlin out to the left side. Under center goes Fricky. 2 backs, 4 men down defensively. Here's a snap straight ahead, and did they get the first down? I think so. Yep, move the chains at the 20-yard line. Now down to 5 minutes and 52 seconds here. Time runs off. Had a really good game first quarter and a half. And then things just turned. A couple of turnovers. One big one that resulted in a touchdown, and the momentum completely shifted to the Indians. And the adjustments the Indians made defensively, because Fredericktown, in that first drive had some really great runs.
They just really started. They did a good job shutting the run down.
Here's
for the
the
most
snap.
part.
Barnum left side carries it for 5 or 6 yards here. Go ahead.
They did a really good job shutting the run down for the most part. But then I think what they did is they really started to get pressure into Sykes' face. Blake had been throwing the ball quite well. Toombs had been having a big half. But they really started to bring pressure, and they've made Sites very uncomfortable in the pocket, and that's negated Fredericktown's what looked on paper to be an advantage in the passing game.
2nd and 5 for the Indians. Play clock down to 15 seconds. Game clock to 4:51. They score here. It'll be a running clock. Summerlin out to the left side wide. Under center, Fricky. Here's the snap. Handoff, Barnum, right side, guard tackle, and boy, he just keeps moving into side of the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of around 10 right there. It'll be 1st and goal.
And we talked about at the beginning of the game also that really neither one of these offenses are built to come from behind, and how both coaches had stressed that it was so important to get up early. And once Mount Gilead did get up by a significant amount, it's been really hard for Fredericktown to make up that deficit.
That is for sure. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line for the Indians.
1st down goal, Mount Gilead.
Summerlin left side wide. You got to think Barnum's going to get it again here.
It's a pretty good guess.
Here's the snap.
There it is.
Yep. They're right up the middle, and he's close. Not quite. About the 1-yard line.
Ahead for a gain of 4.
Just keeps that clock moving for one more play.
3:55 remaining in this football game. The Indians will advance undefeated, and Fredericktown will have their first loss of the season.
5-0. It's got big implications for playoffs
Doesn't
as well.
it? Yeah.
Mount Gilead came in Region 23 in Division 6 in the number 2 spot. This will garner them a lot of points. Fredericktown in Region 18 came in the 3rd spot. See how far they drop.
Here's the snap. And Barnum for the touchdown. Tack another one on. How impressive is this Mount Gilead football team? 40-7. Now into a running clock. It will take no time. As I'm sure the stands, yep, they're already starting to leave. I'll tell you what, they held on for a long time, though, here tonight. Great crowd. Week 5 of the high school football season, both coming in 4-0. And only one coming out victorious, and that's going to be the Indians as they try the point after. First one of the night. Low, but it got through.
Made it.
Sure did. 41-7. 2:46 to go. It will go to a running clock here. Tell you, Mount Gilead, they got, and more and more stadiums have it, but the lights will dance when they have a touchdown or whenever they want. The first time I saw that, I'm like, hey, what's going on?
We're getting too old to take the strobe lights.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm still like 20-something. A couple times over.
I didn't know what was going on either.
So a
lot of these schools anymore got fireworks, too. We don't have the fireworks tonight, but I know a lot of schools are using the fireworks.
I'm waiting for them to come out of the ends of the uprights. I just remember you remember the little footholds on the side of the utility poles they had to go up? Somebody would change the light by climbing them. I think those days are gone too.
Yeah, that's scary just looking at that. Scary just looking at that possibility.
There's no way, man.
You get a crosswind and that thing's waving back and forth about 6 foot.
41-7. The Indians lead. They're going to kick it off one more time. Really good football team. Here's the kick. It's going to be Squibb. Low, bounces high over the top of Toombs. He's got to go back and get it at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake and bake, and he's going to get dropped at about the 22. That's where the Freddies will have it, and the clock should start here on the next play. Once they start their possession. Well, I will tell you, it was an exciting game early, and then it changed.
Had all the billings of being a great game. Mount Gilead just came in tonight. Played great team football, both offensive. The offensive line just played great all night. Running backs have been great. They've been very sound, no turnovers, and defensively, they've been a handful for the Freddies all night.
And next week we are supposed to be Fredericktown and Northmore. Be watching for things to change as we're getting to that point of the season where we flex these games out. And then our second game, Zanesville and Mount Vernon. So flags down in the backfield on that run.
Mount Gilead will have East Knox back here next week.
You know, Jax Lester, I think he's leading passing right now, even though East Knox has had a tough year in the conference.
Well, they've got those really nice track guys, led by Logan Clark in the receiving corps. And I think they're relying a great deal on throwing the football. Of course, Jax is a 4-year starter, so definitely hanging their offensive hat on him.
Fredericktown, man in motion. Here's the snap, handoff, and the man coming through.
It's Ashcraft in at quarterback now.
Okay, he's in at quarterback. He is the backup. He'll pick up a couple of yards there.
Giving him some reps here.
Must have lost the ball at the end of it. The official's saying it's down. So 2nd down and 10. The clock continues to run.
It's a well-deserved win for
yes, it is.
Coach Reed and the Indians. Coach Reed is just a real class act in the conference. And he's just steadily built this program and got these kids believing. And
I'll tell you,
really big win. I think he's about ready to get dunked with some Gatorade here.
And we'll be watching. Yeah, no, we've watched them over the last number of years, and everybody said, you got to watch Mount Gilead. He's really building the program there, and boy, I mean, they've got size, they've got moves. What did they throw the ball once tonight? Not at all.
They did not throw once.
Not at all. Against one of the other league leaders. That's pretty impressive.
They didn't even attempt to pass.
Even to shake things up a little bit or draw the defense off, none of that. It's amazing.
Convincing win. Oh, they're getting one of the assistants with the Gatorade.
Did they get him, or did he get? Oh, they got him.
He's pretty young.
He's going after him.
Pretty agile.
3rd down and a long 9 here for Fredericktown Freddies. 11 seconds on the clock, and this will be it. Snap of the play. Run to the right side, and that's going to wrap it. 41-7, the final score. We have your Pizza Cottage player of the game coming up next, and our postgame show brought to you by Starting Point of Mount Vernon in a moment on WMBO.
Avita Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to care for area athletes. Fellowship trained in complex knee and shoulder surgery, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kyle Randall and sports medicine physician Dr. Jeremy Ream provide comprehensive sports medicine and orthopedic care for athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who wants to get back on their feet, from strains and sprains to ACL and shoulder reconstruction. Avita has the experts you need. Call 419-709-8645.
Few products elicit the passions and commitments like sports, and that is especially true in this area. If you're enjoying this broadcast and own a business, your business can enjoy the benefits of being associated with and supporting these broadcasts while reaching a captive, passionate, and loyal audience. For information and to find out how your business can be a sponsor of these exciting broadcasts, call one of our marketing consultants today, 740-397-1000. That's 397-1000.
You're listening to Friday Night Lights on WMVO, your home for high school football all season long. WMVO.
Time for the Starting Point post-game show. Starting Point of Mount Vernon on WMVO Sports. I'm Curtis Newland along with Will Hartley. Time for the Pizza Cottage player of the game, and this time it comes from Mount Gilead's team. What a performance tonight. Going to get a pizza from Pizza Cottage. And who do we have, Will?
A lot of good effort from a lot of Indians tonight, but we're going to go with senior Jacob Wilkes. The wingback, he came in. He had to step in for an injury on offense. He had a huge 61-yard touchdown run that put the Indians up 20-7. And then he came back in the second half, had another one for 39 yards that put the Indians up 34-7 and really stretched it out. So we're going with the senior Jacob Wilkes from Mount Gilead. Great job.
All right, thank you. Fantastic. Our postgame show brought to you by Starting Point of Mount Vernon. The final score for final time, 41-7. Fredericktown falls to Mount Gilead tonight. For our staff here, well, I guess I should do sponsors first. We're going to do that. I want to thank our sponsors, Knox County Veteran Services, our Friday Night Lights title sponsor. Also want to thank Starting Point of Knox County, our postgame show. Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services by Pizza Cottage, Alumni Roofing, Licking Knox Goodwill Stores, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veteran Services, as I said, Buckeye Stoves, Mr. Water Heater Guy, Utica Feed and Hardware, Velvet Ice Cream, Country Court Skilled Nursing, the Living Center Senior Living Apartment Community, Prescription Turf Care, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, Avita Health Systems, Greens Automotive Repair, Citywide Solutions, and Ariel Corporation, as well as Conway's Danville Pharmacy. And that's going to wrap it up for us. For our producer, Delaney and Gary, and also doing cameras tonight, want to thank Will Hartley beside me. I'm Curtis Newland. Have a great night, everyone, on WMVO. Hey, football fans, as we cheer on our teams this season, let's talk about a crucial support team right here in Mount Vernon.
At Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center, we're here to support you through every decision, just like a coach guides you through the big game.
Whether it's about pregnancy testing or exploring your options, Starting Point is all about giving you the information and support you need.
Just like every play counts on the field, every choice you make for your life matters.
For more information, visit knoxstartingpoint.com.
Knox Starting Point. You have more choices than you think.